and man jobs to do. Edward Siaga, 1996, from one platform, said Jamaica, the People's National Party is a bag of scandal, and he take one black scandal bag. The time that we have all color scandal bag in Jamaica. Is Mr. Siaga. You know, we don't talk about we call Siaga white. Oh, if you have a white leader and call Siaga white 1976, in 80. Michael Manley a white Jamaican. It's Mr. Siaga, this is a PGA. The first time that come out when him said, Mark, wait, listen to me. You, I look when the Prime Minister was brighter than you. Because PJ brighter than Siaga. Say him is a boy I carry, I gotta do a man job. 3 man black. PJ, Michael Manley, PJ was the only black, literally black man around Jamaica. Till today, he is the only black person around Jamaica. 100% black. When you look on the Jamaica platform, what day? Only white man, only white man on the PNP platform are going. The only white man on the PNP platform are going. Yeah. Everybody is on the black. And look on the JP platform, what day? Mr. tell you. We no use no race against Mike, then we use Mr. Siaga gonna ban ya. Because I never ban ya in the 70s. Because I never ban ya. But we no use when we use color against him, when him 1993 tell PJ say Michael Manley give a boy a man job. And we never take it lightly. When he come up, he never called PG a black scandal bag. Him said the People's National Party is a party full of scandal, and from his pocket he take out a black scandal bag. And we take it to be him a describe PG as black. Him never called PG black. So I stop black and white come to this politics thing.
The separate organization is a very disrespect set up. Brother, when we see the behavior of some of the leaders, we are going to sit down and lead who? Hey, brother? No, man. Warm in time to get kicked out of Labour Party long time. If Labour Party have any form of integrity, then I push out and journalists. You understand what I say?
Yeah.
The stuff from Chilani, Mama D, then the people not in the parliament, brother. The people have question our character.
All of them are criminal, man. Trust me. Give me a chance to talk in a minute. I beg you now. Yeah, man.
Anyway,
there, listen.
question I go back to. What a Jamaica Labour Party got this government? Why they deserve a third term? Come and see why they deserve a third term, you know. Can we travel out to work?
Prison them have to go, man. You mad? Prison, which term? A prison term them I get. Remember me telling you.
That's enough for my upliftment. Nothing.
Let me say me can answer your question. You ask why the JLP deserve a third term.
Yeah.
Yo, you just coming out of the box. You have your chance, man. Make somebody else today out talk, man. Me,
You know what? Get up on the day before you chop and
make somebody else talk.
I'm not here, you know. What not talking about before it start talk?
Yeah, mute him and silence them.
Give me one, sir.
No. You fear lies in the hold your space. Hold your space, you. Our time now for talk.
Yeah, man, talk.
Yeah, talk. You say the IC report is a huge indictment on the criminal prime minister. You see the IC report.
I'm on a platform with you.
Yeah, all the space I'm not to talk, man. Be yourself, you. Because you don't know, appear lies on the Mama talk. You chat about me not afraid of you. Me not afraid of you. Me not afraid of you. Me not afraid of the prime minister is a criminal. A prison him forgot. And I'm the day of England or America or Canada, he would have to resign and get indicted.
Chopper, come on.
Look at Banana Republic government to him already. Hey, him thinking above the law. Tell him say me say so. I'm not afraid of him. I'm talk about the IC report. You see the IC report is a huge indictment of financial crimes. Well, Anna, you see the IC report is a huge indictment of the Prime Minister of financial crimes when commit. It identify money laundering, it identify embezzlement, it identify tax evasion, it identify commit fraud through Beretta when borrow $50 million from with no collateral. It identify abuse of power. Now, here where the money laundering come from. You see the 28 bank account where him have, and him have offshore bank account when in the IC report because it only start from 2021. Him did start establish a offshore shell company named Admat in him son them name in a St. Lucia. And that's where him start the criminal activities from. And so them offshore money laundering there. Money laundering is when you take dirty money and you wash it and you integrate it back in a society. And so you transfer money from one account to the next account and to shell company and wash it. And then you integrate it back in a society by building up luxury building and luxury car and them things there. And then embezzlement, him have money when steal from the charity, when I belong to him, a donors funds money where people, first of all, him charity never register, which is illegal, and break the law, so again. And so, yo, it's in the IC report, I could talk. You Richards never deal with them clown the right way, so we have set the record straight. Trust me, because we're not afraid of them.
From 2018, all these things are
so, he said the money, he said when I'm
from 2018 these things are going from 2018 because people I don't realize people are
yeah, man, them things are going from 08 when them established Admat in a St. Lucia, man. A long time the Prime Minister thief money, man, and rob Jamaican people. And the whole Minister of Education, right? And from them time, them a thief, man. And the Prime Minister was a shareholder in a SSL in a Ponzi scheme, a rob all of the investor them out of their money, including Usain Bolt. And the IC report revealed that the Prime Minister get 2 withdraw from SSL and him don't put no money in there. So don't forget withdraw from SSL. Yeah. I'm peer thief in the Prime. Hey, if I fire him, they'll prison him down. Remember, I'm telling you that.
If I fire him, they'll prison, you know.
Of course. I look at banana government where them down there run, banana republic government. That's why I'm going like him above the law. But trust me, you think Uncle Sam don't know where him do? The Prime Minister break 2 laws in America, you know. Him break the Paycheck Act, which is money laundering and terrorism, and him break the Fiverr Act. The Fiverr Act is if you have a charity and you collect money from US citizens and you don't register it, that's a breach of the US law. Okay. So him don't, and right now the Prime Minister not qualified for run for re-election because him still under investigation. The IC report said them referred to them of a memorandum of understanding to FID, the investigation body, Financial Investigation Division. Yeah, Prime Minister. Also, them send it to the Tax of America. So I'm still under investigation. So when them 2 agencies they make them decision, then them send it back to the Integrity Commission. That's why them can't certify statutory declaration. It's a crying shame. No ever Prime Minister in history of Jamaica got 3 years and can't get them statutory declaration certified. So I'm talking about him a leader. Him is not a leader. Yeah. FinSac, one more point. FinSac start because the unsecure loans where them did a go on with the Ponzi scheme where the whole of them, Ukraski, Dan Crawford, Siaga, the whole of them did a some shady lending practices. And then borrow money and don't pay it back. Yeah. And that start the finance, that's where the financial meltdown come from. That's the genesis of it. So when them clown that chopper where I take government money to media, the Prime Minister Foundation, Positive Media, cause him bought and paid for. So him now gonna stand up and tell the truth. Cause the one of them soon get exposed when time Ratigan get ATI and Positive Media. We soon know all who the Prime Minister did that pay about. Cause I think so we not investigate nothing. I just to me now answer enough things. The whole of them will get paid with upon the Prime Minister payroll. We soon know all of them. Remember I'm telling you that. Cause we pursue that.
All right, give Curran a chance now.
I can't understand how they wipe out the 80s and the early 2000s when Bruce couldn't come down.
Yo, never ask everybody for just give me a chance to speak. From man, I listen to some fucker that make me have to leave. Sorry, excuse me long. I listen to some people talk some things that make me have to leave already. I'm gonna come back now because I want to talk. I'm an angry PNP at this moment. I tell you this now. You see, all the facts and the figures that everybody are throwing, that is manipulated by either sides of the board. when you go up on this side, you see them numbers, you see that numbers. Listen, me chew all of that through the window now. You see me, it's a junglist. A jungle I come from. I come from the belly of the beast. Me know war. And you see anybody when the pan this way kick war at me, me go kick it back at you to them. But when I go there, so we are dealing with this now. You see, if you are of my age, 50 and older, and you would have lived in the 70s and understood the development of Jamaica, if you would have lived in the 80s and understand the political warfare of the labor rights, if you would have lived through the 90s and saw the development of a PJ Partisan and the destruction of political warfare, then you would understand my anger. If when we go to hospitals and we cannot get care, then you understand my anger at this government. When our schools are in jeopardy, when our teachers cannot get paid, our nurses cannot get paid, if at this time you can tell me that you are living better than you were then I can say to you, you're a liar from the pit of hell. And I'm telling you something, man. This thing need to stop. We need to stop misleading the people. Them. A few hungry belly Jamaican people need to stop taking the $5,000 them and mislead the rest of it and put in a sufferation for 5 years. I'm telling you this one. I'm going to beg you know. You see this thing where I'm going? And this thing where some people have come and I disrespect them one another. When I take politics, your thing when I lead down a wrong road, you know. Because we see the 80s are come back in and that labor rights is about, you know. And guess what? We PNP not going there, we don't know. But if a one boy wants to give me and you come from a place, then here we have it out. Yeah. You understand me? See how some people talk about up on their mother, they're going to tell us about up on their dead papa. You understand me? So here we're going to go on now. We're going to ask the people in Jamaica to sit down in them little corner and little space. And understand the things that we're going wrong them. And stop letting people shovel shit in on the mouth. And because it sounds good on the swallow it. Look at how you were living then and how you are living now. If you're a youth under 20, 25, remember when your mother that said you go to school. And doing it hard, you could have go to school. Look on your youth and see if you can send them to school. And you see when you're done do them analysis there, come back and when the people them are shoveling the shit, speak it back on them. That's all me have to say this morning. You know. I'm one angry Jamaican. Let me tell you why I'm angry. I'm going to close out with this. You see that man there when he Warmington? You see that man when he Warmington? He cut me deep. You know why I'm cut me deep? I am a person of racial prejudice. And you see things him do and do, and the response where it get, you see the response where it get has made my anger even more. It has brought me to a place where I don't even know myself, because I never knew that I could go back so far back into my past to hurt again. I now need to say to this government, no time fucking come. I will follow you to the ends of the earth, especially on this racial thing. Because guess what? It hurt me deep.
Yeah.
About
the Light Smith, you let me see you long time on the program. Got you.
Yo, so I can't get attack.
Alright, got you. Yeah man, I can't get attack, man. Got you.
Yeah, more say something. I'm glad the bugger. Zine? Yo, Mr. Os, you see between 1980 and now, at 22 years of JLP in power and at 22 years of PNP in power, yeah? Don't nobody tell you about 18 years of PNP. The JLP have governed Jamaica equal amount of time since 1980 to now. Next thing, is when the man them tell you a thing about FinSac.
Yes.
A one thing caused FinSac. And a Edward, secret agent, Siaga, caused FinSac. In a 1980, when Edward get the country, the debt to GDP at 63%. It's when the man left in 89 at 262%. Then 18,000 public sector workers lose them job in a Siaga final term. Zine, the man downsized how much school and hospital. And then you talk about the whole financial crisis. The man give a lot of unsecured loans to a whole heap of friend them. Zine, that is what caused the inflationary crisis. When Chapo tell us, say, yo, I have to map up liquidity Mapping up liquidity and now in a 2024. You see in a Siaga time, the problem that Jamaica was facing is that nobody wanted to invest in Jamaica. Jamaica was seen as a very, very poor market because of Edward Siaga. Why? Edward Siaga is a capitalist, but never understand that even in the US, which is a capitalist society, you need government intervention for control the market. Edward Siaga never do that. It was a free-for-all. See? So what was happening by time Manley get back to Jamaica in the early 90s is what you call capital flight. All of the money in Jamaica was leaving Jamaica because of the 9 years of Edward, secret agent Siaga. So what did they have to do in FinSac? They had to offer high interest rate, which would have caused you now, instead of pulling your money out of the country, it would have caused you now to invest your money in a BOJ, because BOJ was giving you a high interest rate. The purpose of the high interest rate on the FinSac was to get people now to buy government bonds. You understand? Because we never have no money, and the little money we already have, they'll leave the country. And you can tell. One heap of people me here tell the story, say, yo, in the 80s, the man them they have to hide just to get US dollar. You couldn't buy US dollar freely. Man have to sell US dollar and they're quiet. Because no money never in the country. So if you all the way up in a FinSac, a one person cause FinSac and a Edward secret agent CR. See? Make we fast forward to now. You cannot be a prime minister. Andrew Holness are going to be the second longest serving prime minister along with Edward Siaga. PJ the only prime minister will serve longer than Andrew. Because Siaga they get a 9 years and by the end of next year, Andrew will have a 9 years. Zine? How is it that after almost 9 years, you cannot come to the Jamaican people and say, education a boom, healthcare a boom, transportation a boom, people under my 9 years, the whole of have house and car and a drive and a live comfortable. The whole of can sleep within the door open. How come after 9 years you cannot come to the Jamaican people and say that? The best thing you find for come to the Jamaican people and tell them is that a man have a father will come from Britain. After 9 years, that's the only thing you can come to Jamaica and tell them.
That's not necessarily 9 years, only per year, man.
May I tell you something? Here, I'm 35.
The man I beg third term for promises again, brother. I was still
Exactly. Chief, I'm 35-year-old Zine. And in my generation, they vote in JLP. Let me tell you why. All people we grew up in the 90s and never understand why mama and papa poor. And because we say PJ, we say, yo, a PJ fault. So election come now, all of the young people, them say, yo, them want a change. So them go vote in this man. Him they look new, him they look young, him they look fresh. So them say, yes. And I can tell you this. Everybody my age a ball to get rid of him because we're tired of him now. We're tired. We're tired. So him now the third term I get. You understand what I say?
Yeah.
Because the whole of we turn big now, we see a 10 years on him, and I say, no, if this are the best him can offer, it done. I mean
That's
that.
right. Prison him again. Remember I'm telling you that. All of them I got prison. I know him alone I got prison. Enough of him cronies them I go down with him. Watch. Remember I'm telling you that.
1 second to respond to somebody. Somebody in your chat said they need to put flush toilet in Arnett Gardens. Let me tell you something. Jungle Bill 1976, every house bill with a flush toilet. We never knew anything other than flush toilets. All right? Get it clear. Thanks to the great Anthony Sparling.
Big up Anthony Sparling. Anyway.
We have a decent conversation ago. Only thing they can come up with, them mother. Cause I see like fool if no one bush down and link them planka we come about one governor. We are come tell me if you got this sitting. Then they can't even see me at Jamaica if they can't chat to me. Big
You Richard, don't make me run him file for you, yeah? I will run him file for you.
Big
you want
old
push one, I will run him file for you.
I go on like my bad man, like my bad man.
Let me show you a vibe again, Zine. Cornwall Regional Hospital is supposed to take, call it 2 billion. It's supposed to cost a change, Zine. Cornwall Regional Hospital take over $20 billion. Zine, and I'm all I want to listen to what I say to you. Right now, there is no internal work going on at Cornwall. Zine, and a whole heap of the staff were up on the ground, I whisper, and I say, yo, one of the plans what them have, them I look on them now for put the adults in the pediatric hospital where Porsche and the Chinese get the money for bill. You hear me tell you a while ago? So after the man them spend 20 odd billion for fix back the hospital, you know, the man them now a plan for Screechy and put the adult patient them in the pediatric hospital where another government basically have to donate to it. That are the party. That are the party who want to vote back in.
If you can eat it, man.
Morning. Realize a lot of big people on the program and thing on the program interested, but you see, I see some people come on the program and behave that educate the younger generation and not give them nothing with understanding, because when them a listener hear on behave, that only turn their mind to come off of the program.
For real, Kevin, and the program is all about to educate the people who don't really understand about politics.
Correct. But the again and suck your mother. I come off of the program. Me is not a labor writer, me is not a PNP. But me would choose the People National Party.
And give me a reason why.
Why? Because I grew up and I see things where the labor right do, things where PNP do, and me prefer the People National Party.
Okay.
Now, every prime minister, you hear people are saying, the prime minister not do this and the prime minister. Every prime minister come in a power have to do something, whether it want to be good or bad.
Mute them phone. Mute the phone. Ear Bailey or something like so. Mute the phone.
Every prime minister will come in a power have to do something, whether it want to be good or it want to be bad. Porsche build a transport center half a tree when she come in. Bruce come in and build transportation or transport center town. Become a madman center.
We have transport station there.
Downtown, Kingston.
Wait the Kevin. Wait the Kevin. The person, the typical person, Ear Bailey or something, I'm going to move their phone.
Yeah,
My disturb Kevin.
Yeah, move the phone there.
If you not hear, maybe she tap up and come in. Just take her out. Take her out.
Yeah.
Go through, Kevin.
Yeah, man. The transport center downtown that belongs to Bruce.
That are a transport center. That is a white elephant.
Exactly. That's why I'm saying it's either them do good or bad. But every prime minister have to do something when them come in. I'm going to hear some people come in and I say, PG never do this, PG never do that, Porsche never do. Come on. Una elders and this make the youth them divert and lose them way. Because we the elders now set the right example.
But Kevin, me not cut you. So if PG are the in for so long and I don't know why they ain't vote him out.
Exactly. But remember, you know, we will know good. Have to teach the people them when they know it and try educate them. Because tell you the truth, majority of labor right them uneducated. Yeah? You see the brother when he Warmington, that man should have never in a politics. None at all. You see what I say?
Alright, and since I said that more, give me an article rundown.
Wait. Mute the phone, huh? Do it. Mute the phone, man. And come over to mute the phone, man.
Do it, mute the phone. Alright, Kevin, like you touched that point there. More give me a little rundown. Who and who in the party right now where you think shouldn't in there?
Agisha just resign, which him should in there. Warmington.
Wait,
Darrell Fast.
Take out do it, because it will make the TikTok swap take down your page, because you're picking about.
The one when him James Fabian. Robertson.
Kevin. Yeah, thanks. Go on.
James Robertson. Horace Chang. Yo, 3/4 of the labor right them representative should have never in a politics. But the Prime Minister not going to get rid of them. Because without them, he cannot win. Because remember, you know, all of them on the name of McCall is a win-win seat for them, you know. Because them don't conquer the people, them, you know. So he can't get rid of, even now, he might try to tell Warmington, say, yo, hold your position. I need this win. You understand?
Yeah.
So Andrew Pana next term now, him know what him do. Him know say him wrong in everything where him do. You implement something, and when it reach you try to stop it. Him know what him do, and him know say him to step down. But because him have the people them where back him, where might give a money and thing, them not go say, boy, you're wrong, you know. And thing, I'm knowing myself say, yo, enough of them. Member of Parliament, they vex with him for the amount of money he must scrape, and he must scrape for himself.
Seeing.
You understand? But more on the man them just stay conscious and focus and but I make the labor right them this check and remember say young youth are listen to the program and them want to learn, and if you come in with the argument and suck your mother this and that, man I get fed up and come off of that the same way them behave in a parliament.
Sure.
You see me? The youth them can't learn nothing if you behave so in a parliament.
Yeah, and that program is a learning thing, you see me? So
them ask you to thing this guy. Look how the leader them will teach we a behave. Why you think the youth them a behave so? Eh?
For real.
The bigger heads them are thief. Police see them and say, them a thief and I get where we have to go thief too. And I saw it a come down the line. Where you expect I go on? Eh? And when the little youth them get catch, and them alone I feel it because see that bigger head thief, them a get catch but not now come out tight. You understand? A time now for we teach you them the right way. I make them know say yo, this are the right thing for do and that, and that's why Jamaica society a mash up so. You see me? And we the people can bring it back.
Definitely.
That's what I say. I force people for left the country. Force people for left the country. And that me have to say still.
Yeah, man, respect for your point, Kevin. Big up yourself. Kerry, me see you in the comment section. Jump on the live and make me hear what you have to say.
Can I say something now? Good morning, everybody.
Yeah, man, go through.
I've been sitting here for a while and listening to you guys, and trust me, it's disheartening right now to see so many liberate. All right, liberate. You cannot change a liberate. That's who they are, and it makes no sense to try to change a liberate. They're going to be a liberate, but the integrity that should come with their leader is not there. And when I sit down and hear how they want to defend a man who clearly show that he has no integrity at all, it's saddened because when we look, the fact of the matter, the Prime Minister speak one thing and then we see what's happening around us. And I can't understand if a blinders the liberate them on, if they're that corrupted and dirty that they can't see the truth as what's going on in Jamaica.
Yeah.
It is sad. It's a sad situation because the Prime Minister come out to talk about road. Where the road them there? I want to see the road. I wish I could see the road. And where the road them there? There's no road. The Prime Minister speak about hospitals and all these things. Where the hospital them there? What happened at the hospital them? People are dying in the hospital. No beds are in the hospital. The evidence is there in front of your eyes. I don't know what. I want to put a blind eye to all of this and still I defend this man. The schools and just the other day, the GTA president was on news speaking about the condition of the schools. This condition of the schools is not doing good.
Yeah.
The one place where the children we need a future for our kids. It's not doing good. So what is gonna happen to Jamaica? You in bed for your third term. So 2 term, in the 2 term. Until we said 3rd term of FUI. So what happened to the 2 term when he didn't never? I did for the 2 term. Who the 2 term they belong to? Because obviously to him, because in 28 bank accounts are well at the fee man in cronies them. Right? And now he might beg for 1 3rd term to do what? What am I to do with the 3rd term? 9 years of what? 9 years of what? And Portia Simpson Miller saved the country from Bruce Golding. The other day I passed alive and hear some liberator talk about when Bruce got the country in 2007, how the country they broke. Look here, the famous word of Ali Shah was, he never see so much money in his life when he gets the country from Portia Simpson Miller in 2007. He said never see so much money in her life before. The kitty did full.
When Ali said that?
He did full. You understand me?
When Ali said that?
When he got the country, when he was the finance minister.
Let me tell him when. 2016, when him said all of the things in the pipeline and they never spend any money. So me know say you want this propaganda, so we allow you to come and
So when and him say never see so much money before, and then come in the country and then use all the resources that Portia put in the country. Imagine, you know, Bruce Golding. I can't speak of the 90s and the 80s and the 70s. I can only speak of the 2000s. And I experienced Bruce Golding. I experienced him. So I can realize that the Labour them completely null out Bruce Golding time in a power, you know. Them no want to talk about Bruce Golding time because you have young people remember Bruce Golding time. So they don't want to talk about that. They talk about the 19s and the 18 years and all this bullshit they talk about. But what they don't talk about is that they had 6 prime ministers. 6 prime ministers them go through. And then can show one thing where the 6 put together, can show one thing where they do for Jamaica. And they went to 6, we went to 3.
But
right?
if they can't pick none out of 6 that bad then.
Bad, none of them can put together and show one good thing what they did for Jamaica.
So alright, to you out of 6, which one I think is the better one?
Bruce Golding. I'm gonna give it to Bruce Golding because at least when he realized how bad it was, he stepped down. At least he tried. At least he tried.
And get down on
honest truth. I experienced him, and at least he was. When they talk about, when me hear even labor right, I hear people labor right from back in the 70s talk about Siaga, and they will tell us that Siaga was the worst prime minister they ever experienced. Labor right, me I tell about. And then when Andrew come in the power, they say Andrew the worst prime minister they ever say, worse than Siaga. You understand what I mean? And they will tell us that at least Bruce tried. He tried as a prime minister. He tried. Because at least he bowed down to himself and tried beg Portia for help. When he realized that the country got out of hand, he begged Portia for help.
At least him have look with integrity. At least him have look with integrity.
At least he had a little bit of it in him.
Bruce Golding the best prime minister.
What he said, you know. Hold on, what he said, you know. He said the best negotiator I ever experienced was Portia Simpson Miller. He said if a woman can move a country forward, it's Portia Simpson Miller. Because Portia can negotiate from the devil himself. Portia got the country from him. When Bruce gave Andrew the country, you know, Bruce knows that Andrew couldn't beat Portia in the time, but Bruce wanted Jamaica to live, to be saved, because Jamaica is sinking in one deep hole. Jamaica dropped down. I don't remember in the 2010 when Jamaica had gone to the dogs and have nothing. There's nothing in Jamaica, no international integrity, nothing. Word to the dogs, beat down. We have no international friends. Nobody was going to help us out. And Portia got the country. And when Portia got the country, Portia went out every single day. Portia fly out. And Andrew Holness called her the flying prime minister because all she do a fly out every single day. I don't do nothing. Portia said, and I quote, "You will soon see what I'm doing. Just give me some time." And Portia went and did her thing. And when Andrew cussed and behaved with him nastiness and said, Portia spent off Jamaican money, Portia threw out her black card. Where her husband gave her, she threw out her black card. And said, this is what I travel and I don't travel on Jamaican money. And she went to every single country and build back that integrity back in Jamaica. She went and she pleaded. And the countries in the world are giving us a chance once again.
Yes, what age are you, please?
I'm 34 years old.
Darling, you're a young lady is?
Yeah, she don't know scam.
No. When you come in, when you come in, when your time yet, when you come in, it's a 34-year-old attack.
So
and a 50 year me.
Yeah.
What I'm saying?
She young, but she don't know scam.
No, you don't tell me I don't know Sam. No, you don't tell me I don't know Sam.
And you recharge Jordan there, you recharge.
My parents I'm speaking.
Yes,
my family has endured what the labor right put them through. So you don't tell me bullshit am I here. You can't sit down now on a delusional brain set. Because me can't believe so see what go on in the country and still talk about Andrew Wellness. Me can't believe so see your crime rate is getting out. 6 man get shut up a day. When him tell we say him don't take out crime of the Jamaica. All this bullshit. You can't tell me so say the schools them a fail. You can't tell me so listen to me. Listen to me. You can't tell me so the hospitals them.
Orange and green, the constituency them when people are dead. Don't do that.
Don't wait till your time. Wait till your time. You're a big man.
No,
because you just come on, you're gonna wait. I waited patiently. You're gonna wait, and everybody get their chance to talk. So let me tell you, because that's you know right. You don't want to hear the facts.
We don't want to orange and green when people are dead. You can't orange green
like women. And these men act like some dung ghetto dirty girl.
These are all them. Both
labor right and PNP, you men coming like a set up, pull it down to pan the women's them.
Let me finish talking.
Yeah,
and the one in the comment section I talk about foolishness me talk. If you can't see what happened around you, me sorry for you, my sis. If you can't see what you know what Andrew come like? Where you know what Andrew come like Pharaoh. When God show Pharaoh every single thing. And when God gives Pharaoh a chance to come clean, for letting people them and go, Pharaoh held them back until what God had to do. God had to intervene and come the sea and drown Pharaoh and his followers. Them the same thing that happened to the liberate them. Because there's so many things that God has shown you what this man is doing. Imagine to this day, 3 years later, and the man can't show nothing about what he's doing in his can't show any integrity in declaration. 3 years. And he can't even do that. 3 years. My golden show film one day he come out clean as a whistle. Him can't do it, and every time I ask him, excuse him come with. And who sit down they said I can't talk about no one. And when crime get out of real, oh, people are dead and all this bullshit. You know why? Because God will take time to turn him back for you Jamaican. Because you see the dirtiness and still I hug up the dirtiness. And still I call Andrew bro God. Andrew's no God. There's only one God. You understand me? And God will show Andrew say, I'm me a God, I no Yawa. Put on in green clocks and I walk around and one bag of foolishness and then he come out and try to hide it. He might pull wool over the eyes them. And I try to pretty up it, but guess what? Every time he try to dig out himself for that whole world, he create a bigger hole. A much bigger hole. Yeah. And I'm at the fall and the election then when I lose, you see the election is just a sign. This is just the beginning of it. This is just 10 minutes to give me each person. This is the beginning of it. This is the beginning of it.
Darlan, are you going to take long after Yash? Just make sure you finish what you said.
1 second, Sean. I'm coming down. You can put up surplus for me, please.
What's the name?
Don't leave yet. I want to speak to something to talk about in the 80s.
What's your name, Karen?
What's up? Look here.
I want you to stay around and listen.
No one hear about nothing about them. Already.
Nobody
catch me back.
If we should go, no one hear that. We can't talk.
Young people time now. No one hear nothing more about them in the 80s.
When you really want to talk about Fiaga days?
How about your business, man? We don't want to hear nothing about the 80s. We want to keep on and come back to Jamaican about the 80s. We don't want to hear that.
I want to speak about the things that. I want to speak about the things that. The things that.
Didn't keep the things up to yourself. We don't want it. What don't you already fit with things? What you come back with it for?
Take charge of the program, man.
Mr. Richards, I want to talk about the things because I have more detail. I want to talk about things and who who was the
Richard, all right. Make Yash done, and then after Yash, make Yash and
No,
John. And
what
they
I want
come.
to say, this is what I want to say to deliberate them. If you really want to go back to the 80s, it's a crime. It's a crying shame. So I really want to go back to the 80s.
I want to go back to the 80s.
Because Edward Fiaga was the prime minister right through the 80s.
Speak to that.
And if you don't want to
Shut
speak
your mouth and wait, no man. When I wait down, you get the chance to talk, you know. Remember, say me have your file, you know. Darling, remember, say me have your file, you know. So that's the case.
That's all the PNP can talk about.
Mr. Darren, shut up, no man. I make somebody talk now. Let me finish up. Then you can. I don't like put them over chat.
Make Yash finish him point, man. A long time Yash really hold it off. Go through Yash.
When you keep on going back to the 80s, and Siaga was the prime minister in the 80s, and there's not one good track record when you can speak about Siaga. Not one. So it's a crying shame. That's the only time when you can speak about. But you know, put a blind eye as to what is really going on. Jesus Christ. You keep on putting a blind eye as to what on in. No, we're talking about no.
Yeah, you don't know the amount of crap
9 years
to clean up in the 80s.
9 years. Siaga did nothing but sell out Jamaica, so shut up. Shut up. I don't know the truth. I will know they are Christian cronies. So you can speak about
who sell JPS under price? 210 million. Who sell JPS for 210 million?
Who sold the banana station? The banana plants them. Who sold it? Who sold the banana plants?
The banana plant, that's not
okay, so shut up.
Who sold JPS for 210 million?
Who sold the backside?
After they would have bid for 260 million for it.
Who sold the backside company?
Who sold
the backside company?
And who got the 50 million?
Who are sell out the beach them? Who are selling out the beach them?
US dollar spread. Who got that?
The beach them? Who's selling out the beach them now?
Who give back Rollins them land? 1,000 acre land for $1 million. Who gave Rollins back him land? Who gave back Rollins in seafront land for $1 million US dollars?
One bag of shit.
Where's bag of shit?
Don't talk
about selling out country because the PNP, nobody can be the PNP.
Richard, send time in deal with a man of please, because you know what it is. Me can't speak what it is.
Yeah, I'm talking about the 80s. Me are 58, you see? Me are 58. I'm not talking about the 80s, you see? Me are 58, not 58.
Richard.
What me do?
Richard, moderator, my time to talk.
Richard, make him talk because when the time I'm done, they are coming in and match up him card. Me born, you know, the time when Siago a rule. Me born time when the labor right rule.
Also me too. What that man is saying is be garbage.
All right, Darrell, take it wrong, Darrell.
Let me talk. So I hear man talking about Finchak, and one man came on and talk about Finchak was because of Siaga. So when Paul Chen Young get destroyed, he was a part of it, and I never Finchak do him. When Crawford get destroyed, I never Finchak do him. When Edley Brown, the former governor of the Bank of Jamaica, had to shoot himself, and never Finchak destroy him. When the people in Mandeville have to hang themselves, and never Finchak destroy them. You guys must stop doing revisionist history, and you guys must stop tell lie. We can have a meaningful debate about policies, right? We can have that. But when you come and make and create,
hold on there. 1 second there. Mr. Francis, I can ask you a question. I just want to ask this question. When was Finchak?
Finchak came around
19 when?
96, I think. 96, 97.
96. So we have gone, what, 28 years since Finchak, right?
And your point is?
My point is, 28 years ago, Jamaicans, the population that is growing up now, don't want to hear about Finchak. They want to know.
They just feel a lot of garbage about Finchak a while ago.
Look here. Is the JLP them a come out with Finchak?
I was listening to it.
It's the JLP that is coming out with the Finchak. Look here now, me know why you know about Finchak. Me want know.
You can shut
me want know, Mr. Francis. Oh,
this government is going to change around 2.8% loss that the economy suffered. That is what I want to hear. Me want to hear about why our turnaround.
Integrity truth, let me ask him this question.
Me want to hear out.
and then I can address
No,
that.
but I want to hear about.
You don't tell me what to talk about. Let me talk about what I want to talk about.
To hear about that. We keep on
Integrity
going
truth,
to the
let me
back
ask
and
you
I
this
talk about past.
You know, listen.
We keep on going here.
You speak to everybody.
Integrity
No, but
truth,
the
can I
past
ask you
cannot
this
help
question?
us. The past cannot help us in
Big
this
man,
time,
I was
Borland.
just listening to a bag of crap being told about FinSac. I was listening to a bag of crap being told about
Mr. Francis, at the Labour Party people them carry FinSac argument. Them always a come up with FinSac story.
No, you're not going to tell me what my agenda should be.
Your agenda is always your agenda. You guys, look here. The Labour Party agenda is deflection and not looking to the point. We always go back with the Labour Party.
Can I
That
ask
is
him
it.
a question, please? Let
We
me
now
ask Mr.
move
Francis this
forward.
question.
And since you don't like talk about the past, and when the past no good, you know. When the past no good.
Look, man, you have to understand. I hear one man talking about Andrew in power for 9 years. And what the way PJ was in power for 18 and a half years. When for the country.
Mr. Francis, can I ask you a question, sir?
Hold on, Mr. Francis. 18 and a half years, 15 of that 18 of growth. The last 2007, 2007. Hold on, man. 2007, 3% growth. Unemployment, the lowest at the time. Poverty, the lowest at the time. Right? That is what the PNP left. With
let me tell you why. Let me tell you why poverty was going down. You understand?
Why?
Why going down because of extortion.
Mighty God.
Lot of scam.
Whoa,
Mr. Francis, sir, can I ask you a question, sir?
Because of that people, because of the parents said to them people so that they're not dead for hungry. That is why poverty was going down for 3 reasons.
Mr. Francis.
Extortion, lot of scamming, and remittance
Mr. Francis.
from sympathetic foreigners abroad.
Mr. Francis, can I ask you a
Mr.
question,
Francis,
sir?
I understand that you're
the question is,
delusional.
what are the top integrity? What are the question is? The question I want to ask you, Mr. Francis, right?
Yeah.
Who of the FinSac report?
I don't know.
Okay, argument.
Very good question. Very good question.
Who have the report? The report is there, you know. There's a report that spent over $100 million.
Where are you talking about? Why did Peter Phillips not finance it when he came to power in 2012?
You can't stop the argument. The JP is in power. They can release it.
Why did
release
Peter
it,
Francis?
What's your point?
Mr. Francis,
They can release it.
you favor Mr. Warmington and you sound arrogant, Mr. Warmington. Stop talking crap, man. You sound like Mr. Warmington.
Mr. Warmington. Right now, Mr. Francis, why they don't release it? Release it, Mr. Francis. Release it. Since you're in power.
You guys like to make
them to release
mountain out of molehills. Let's deal with the mountains before us. The mountain that was created by PNP.
And that is what
Francis.
And that is what, Mr. Francis.
The finance minister saying he will spend over $150 million for the reports. And up till now, he can't say, but how much years ago that was? That was so many years ago.
Why Peter Phillips did not finance it so that it was
Peter Phillips never had an agenda for Peter Phillips never interested in it.
It was the JLP who
the JLP started. Why they never
finish it? The thing was done in a timely manner when memory were
Mr.
fresh.
Francis, the JLP went and investigated it and brought it into court. And when they brought it, they spent over $150 million for it. And when they opened the report, Mr. Francis, that JLP that benefit from the FinSac.
Most of them who benefited were labor rights.
They can't believe they can't
rights, and that's why they don't want to release it. That's why they don't want to release it.
Mr. Francis.
FinSac report.
Let me answer, man.
You guys like major minors. Right?
All right, man.
Report.
Mr. Francis.
Why Peter Phillips never
Mr.
financed
Francis.
it for the 4 years?
Mr. Francis.
Tell the Prime Minister to finance it.
Why did he not finance it? Implicated. Why Peter Philip never finance it and let that game out?
Why Angie don't release it? Why make Angie not release it?
Peter Phillips not interested to dig up dirt and dig up the park. I won't alone want to dig up park.
I see, what's your name? Yash. Yash had about 10 minutes free run. Give me 2 minutes. Give me 2 minutes.
Go with the 2 minutes of propaganda. Go ahead, Mr. Francis. Go with the 2 minutes of propaganda, because peer propaganda come here now.
Mr.
Go ahead.
Why this guy? This is all comrade. Do them interject and interfere on this track? Let me talk for 2 minutes. That's all I ask.
We are the people that batting for the mass of the people of Jamaica, sir. You are talking big garbage and foolishness.
Labour Party. We come from the bowels of Labour and we make poor people prosper.
That's why you sound like Mr. Warm. That's why you sound like Warmington and you talk Warmington.
People poor. Mr. Francis people poor so that they can use them like
I want some of it.
Anyway, give me 2 minutes.
Let me say Francis getting point across. Then
look,
Sir Bless can't take it wrong after.
Things that came around.
I'm here now. I want to say something.
Things came around because
Richard, Monsieur, you're so getting wrong, Richard.
Mr. Francis, stop a foolishness.
No, man. After him and me, I'm supposed to come through.
All right, Richard. After I'm sorry, take it wrong.
If this been done by design, I don't want me more 3 man attack at the same time.
We ask you the question and you can't answer the question about Finstock. So stop and ask about Finstock.
No, I never want my floor to question and answer. I want to make a presentation.
Yes, make him go on, yes. Make him go on, yes. Make him talk, yes. Make the propaganda start. Make him talk. Make him talk, yes.
Finstock was made possible because of Michael Manley. Michael Manley came here and want to kiss up to the IMF. He want to prove to everybody say more capitalist than Siaga. And when Siaga tell the IMF, he go ahead because he don't know which part their thinking come from. When it's 2 things Siaga liberalized during 1980. 2 things. When Michael come, 11 things them divest. 11. He wanted to prove that he was more capitalist than Siaga, right? He went ahead and liberalized the dollar with our reserve being minus 600 million US dollars. We did not have any reserve in our bank, and he went and liberalized the dollar. And that was the biggest blunder in the history of Jamaica. And that is why Finstock became necessary, right? After that, he went out and started push up interest rate to the roof to try to make people come deposit foreign exchange in Jamaica, right? That was the reason for the high interest rate. And Finstock was made possible because of the high interest rate. It destroyed Jamaica entrepreneurial spirit. All the black entrepreneurs in Jamaica was decimated by the idiotic policy. And that is why it was there. And when people have failed, and in the greatest financial genius would have failed. And I hear a man talk about how the foreign bank them never fail. Because the foreign bank don't give a damn about Jamaica. But Jamaica Citizens Bank that was created by Eddie Siaga care about Jamaica and was going to take risks with Jamaica. Crown Eagle that was created by Parch and Young care about Jamaica and was going to take risks with Jamaica. But all right. But why did Neutralize bankrupt? Neutralize was not bank. Why did Neutralize bankrupt? Why did LOJ bankrupt?
You finished that.
Bankrupt.
Who did marry the good
Finish that. Let me answer you. Let me answer you on the Finstock and everything. You don't say nothing. No, say nothing. Let me answer.
Me want answer on Finstock. Hold on. More answer on Finstock.
No, man, we don't want a Finstock argument, man. I want to start before the Finstock. Richard, we come before you, Richard. We come before you. Make him finish his statement. Then I go through.
You don't want no argument about it.
We're not supposed to from talk, Mr. Francis. Go ahead. Go ahead and talk. Go ahead and talk, Mr. Francis. We're not stopping you. Go ahead. Are you finished?
I made my point.
You made your point.
Finstock came about because of the crazy, stupid, dumb policy of Michael Manley to liberalize the dollar prematurely. The country was minus 600 million in reserves, negative reserve, and he went and liberalize the dollar. And this year I beg him, me watch that debate there. Michael was in university hospital because I'm the start of health issues. And he was in university hospital. And see, I got looking at the TV camera and said, Michael, them wrong, I tell you for liberalize. Don't do it. Don't see, I got beg him. Beg him. And Michael went ahead and liberal. And that was the genesis, that was the reason, that was the cause of the economic conditions that created FinSac. Michael, man, they do it.
Okay.
Yeah. There you go. So did Siago pay back his 30 million US dollars?
And stop the rubbish argument.
No, me
stop the rubbish. See that little nonsense thing on the jump pan. It's a little nonsense thing on the dump pan. You look how much people went bankrupt. Crawford went bankrupt. Partisan went bankrupt.
Lord
why
of
did
mercy.
Brown have to shoot himself?
Lord of mercy.
Why did Eddie Brown, the governor of the Bank of Jamaica, the man who was at Jamaica Financial Affairs, to shoot himself because of the condition that was created?
Corruption that was going on at the time. Anyways, yes, we don't need this argument with FinSac. I want to make my point and move on. Anyways, I was born in the 1990s, so I came out during that period of time when FinSac was going on. I don't know any particular experience of it or anything. I just recall information and things that I've been hearing and things that I've been reading that I know about FinSac. All right?
That's why I don't want to be straight.
That is not the point. The point is, right? Jamaica, a small country, is on in terms of brain drain, we're second compared in the entire world. And Jamaica is a small dot, right?
Yeah, Michael make everybody run in front of Jamaica.
Look here.
Can make everybody run in front of Jamaica.
Dorland,
you hear your point already. Shut up now.
Dorland, we hear your point.
When training is so we're going to a brain drain about. Other people don't want to talk about FinSac.
I don't want to talk about FinSac. I tell you, I'm not going to go with FinSac argument.
But you tell him
you want to talk about FinSac. Me don't want to talk about FinSac, Dorland. You want to talk about FinSac.
But other people on this platform right now indicated that they want to do the FinSac story.
Which FinSac? We know about FinSac. I don't know about FinSac.
Orville will go, Richard will go, and they will talk about FinSac. But I don't want to talk about FinSac because I don't want to look to the past. I want to look to the future. I no longer want to be bothered by the shackles of the Labour Party's propaganda machine. Anyways, moving forward now.
Again for me, RJ88.
Moving forward now. So,
hello.
Me born in the 90s. Hold on, they read 06.
Read 06. Got you integrity.
Get your time. So I was born in the 90s, right? At the time when I was born, I never experienced all of the drastic things where Mr. Dorland has said and all of that. But based on what I have recalled and what I've heard, and based on the statistics, I know that we were negative 500 million US dollars when the JLP handed over power back in 1989 to the PNP. Our debt to GDP was 262% at that time, right? So Jamaica financially was in a crisis. We were in a crisis.
Under the labor right?
And the labor, well, Edward Siago said, don't liberalize the thing. But when would we liberalize? There won't be a right time to liberalize. You had to liberalize one day or the other.
You could have strengthened your reserves. You could have strengthened your reserves. You see what the reserves
weren't there. But the reserves weren't there.
5 billion reserve under Labour Party. That's how we build reserve. When Eddie Siaga stepped down in 1972 with 157 million US was in reserve.
You're lying. Dorland. Foolishness, Dorland. Go on Satin website and look up that. Go on the PIOJ website and look up that $600 million US in the red. In the red, and the propaganda we are talking about. We are talking about where you can go.
But it's there, the evidence is there,
No, but you're saying look up that, look up what?
Go on starting in 1989 when the PNP took over what was our reserve at the time, and on the PIOJ website. And on the BOJ can get all the Ministry of Finance website can give you that information if you want.
Look, my friend. Look, my friend. When Eddie Siaga took over in 1980, you see, Jamaica had $12 million US remaining out of the Libyan loan. 12 million.
Mr. Francis. So who married the goods them, Mr. Francis? Who married the goods them? When Selfish married to PNP, who did that?
Well,
who was in power?
Who called the short trade? Who called the rationing of goods?
Stop your foolishness, Mr. Francis. I don't mean like we don't come and shit and
Mr. Francis. Mr. Francis, you're not talking like a big man, sir. You're not speaking like a big man. You to remember Siaga. You to remember Siaga was in arms and gloves up with Ronald Reagan, sir. He was in arms and gloves up with Ronald Reagan, sir.
Look, you know.
Ronald Reagan and Siaga deteriorate Jamaica, sir. And you know that. Stop just yarning
Mr. Francis, you're scripting. I drop you on the pot. Me can drop you on. You're too greedy. Me can drop you on the spread lies and propaganda.
Look, man, because we understand where the labor rights stand for.
When the country is ending poorer than it was started. Let me explain that, Mr. Francis.
What now? He's a propaganda person. He's a propagandist. They believe in the Labour Party. Party. It is a cult
integrity.
party.
Why don't you show some integrity and stop talking over the lady? What the lady asked me a question.
Why is Jamaica ending poorer than how it started? Why you can't speak about that?
By whose metric? By whose metric?
You can't speak about that. You know,
I've been in Jamaica history.
Yes.
Unemployment is the lowest level
Hold on the man. Yes.
This guy mean the one and he sit down on TikTok and beg for a lot of employment.
But yes, didn't we hear clip views since week say
exactly
we're going to be poorer than when we started 2024 and a clip view says and me says so.
That's not what you said. That's not what you said. For the first time,
I'm on the job. I'm going to get a few minutes on the job. Can I get a few minutes?
As a result of
Mr. Francis,
Mr. Francis, the economy has not grown like in the past years under
Mr. Francis, and came on the news when going back to bed.
No man, we need to get this
Jamaica broke. Jamaica don't have no money. He went to the bank 2 times, 3 times now, and you go to the bank to beg the pardon. When you can tell the bullshit and it came on the news?
When? When we have 5 billion in reserve, when we are able to respond to burial without having to rely on charity.
Wicked drunk.
We were able to respond to burial, we were able to respond to
money. Mr. Francis, stop the
our
talking
food crop was totally devastated and within short order. The farmers got money to replant, to reboot and come again right now.
We're taking 15 billion. Listen.
Why are we taking 15 billion from NFT each year? Propaganda.
Why are we taking 15 billion from NFT each year?
I buy why PNP propaganda and tell.
Taking 11 billion from NFT each year.
Make him finish him point, man.
Francis, you
can ask a question, man.
Why are we taking 11 billion from NFT each year?
Let me ask my question, please. Let me ask one question.
Richard, the Richard going a long time. Richard did that.
When the Prime Minister went and said this, and said asking the Jamaican people and the children to forgive him because he have done them wrong, what was he referring to?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You know, the Prime Minister go on and say he's asking the children and the people of Jamaica for forgiveness because he have done them wrong. What
Give
was
me
he
the
talking
time
about?
when that statement was made.
Alright. I want to research that. The Prime Minister went on public stage and said,
when
done
in the time and stage, tell me some newspaper that carry that. Give me some reference.
Go on the Gleaner website. Go on the Gleaner website.
You're just
Okay,
making
go
up
on the
things,
Gleaner
man. You're just making up crap.
Making up this crap.
No crap, Mr. No crap, sir.
And you always have none to apologize about.
But him say it's a half a tree. On the stage when them have a Christian concert up there. You go check out that dark shit.
The man said he's asking the people of Jamaica to forgive him because he have done them wrong. That's what was that man say. And he said that. I'm asking you, what did I do the people of Jamaica wrong? Why he's asking for forgiveness?
I was asked to ask Mr. Francis, ask him who run the debt on GDP from 63% to 262% in the 80s.
See, kept the dollar at a rate. It was false. He kept the dollar at a rate when we couldn't sustain itself. And see how keep it was false.
But look on the dollar right now. In my chat, look on the dollar right now.
BOG have to be intervening every week to put million and use dollar. Every week BOG have to put money right now. Every week, BOG have to put money in a account to keep the dollar.
You don't know about politics, so shut up.
You know, in the appear propaganda labor right come with, because why would we, all right, if we have money, the economy are going so good, why would we sell future revenues up front now? Why we are selling future revenues then, if we have money?
Mr. Harris, answer that question.
They don't know about them Guardian Web, but none of them don't know about their business. All them do chat PNP business, I don't know one shit. Look what is happening around them and they blindsided to it.
Look, Coverage. Police station fixed. No borrowing. All the roads them were fixed.
That's why we have so much crime, because we are focused on police station instead of dealing with the people.
Revenue. Don't talk about crime, man, because crime is generated in PNP control area of Jamaica.
Mr. Francis,
murder one time. Southwest Scotland and PNP.
Come on, for the
Get you down, man. Get you down.
Southwest St. Andrew. Six get murder again. PNP. Murders are committed in the PNP area of Jamaica.
Yeah, man.
98% of prisoners in Jamaica are from red area.
Hold on. Who coming by the circus crown gathering Sunday and balling out Andrew Badney? Huh? By the circus crown gathering Sunday and balling out Andrew Badney. Who do that?
I'm not here to interrupt.
I'm not asking a reasonable question. Coming from the circus gathering Sunday.
That's a dumb question, man.
What would be a dumb question? What should be? What should be a dumb question? You're talking about violence and crime. What should be a dumb question?
Yeah, member of the public sounding off and you want me to answer to that.
Let me hit him about something else about crime in Jamaica.
In their exuberant,
in
their exuberant state, making sound and you want me to speak to that.
And I want to check it out, see? I'm going to tell him about in crime in Jamaica. I want to check the informal ports in Jamaica. We can hear the names.
They're not checking nothing, Mr. Richard. They're not checking shit because they don't read.
Well, the informal ports, you see? I might tell you, I can't talk it loud, come have information where the gun them come in at Jamaica. Check the ear as them. Check the ear as them. Rocky Point, Dalby. Just check the ear as them and see who control the ear them. Check the ear as them.
Don't go down that road, my brother. Don't go down that road.
The security minister
Don't go down that road. All I'm saying is that murders are committed in PNP control constituencies.
All right, your prime minister in power and he say he can make you sleep with the window and the door open and him have the antidote for crime. Solve it then. We want it solved.
Yeah, because comrade them know what him put in the state of murder. You see what Bukele do
emergency.
El Salvador?
With that, both state of emergency. Yeah, man. Move with that, both state of emergency.
If we had a free hand to deal with crime, that's the way crime is, but because PNP
I don't know come talk about state of emergency. I saw no one come demonize young people and put them in a lockup and put them in a chain.
I understand how arrogant you are, Mr. Francis, because you look like a warmint and you favor warmint and your warmint and his brother. So that's why I understand.
No, man, don't come talk about arrogant, man. A fact, me I told give you. You pray a fact. Fact is fact. You can't deal with the fact. You can talk about look, wait. Not because I'm not going to make you come talk over me.
But we're not going to allow you to you're lying. You're a liar, Mr. Francis.
Mr. Francis.
And you covered up the propaganda. Stop me a giant minor.
Mr. Francis, sir.
And that's
Mr. Francis.
You could have the taxpayer.
Mr. Francis, do not leave.
No love from you.
Hear what I'm saying. Hear what I'm saying. Sean, use the oath. Oh, Mr. Francis, look at the name and look who is talking.
One of them friends,
Mr. Francis.
One of them friends.
Yeah, man, I am a Jamaica Labour Party supporter.
Yes, man, I one of them friends.
Yo. All right, go to Mario. I'm clear we have to say.
Yeah, what I'm saying, and listen to me. I'm not talking to them because they're just talking and talking all kind of nonsense. This is facts. Check when you have the time. Check which government in Jamaica have ever given back to the. We're not talking about no handout. We're not talking about go around and buy votes. We're not talking about select 1 and 2 people. We're talking about giving back to the mass of Jamaica. Check what government has actually done. And take Mr. Ingram. Mr. Ingram, you know I have a lot of respect for you. So just please.
Yeah, I
want to answer a question.
No, hold on. I'm not through. Mr. Ingram, I'm not through.
May I make you answer, Mr. Ingram, but make him finish in point.
Exactly. No, Sean, that said, they give back to the Jamaican people in many ways by raising the threshold from 500,000 to now it stands at $1.75 million. Check that. The next thing, reduce the GCT from 16.5% under the People's National Party to now 15.5%. When this PNP people that what they want to come and run country said that the government should never reduce it. But they're proposing for the government should increase back the general council
All right, Mario, I'm going to lead you to them.
You're back again.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying, blood? Look at it this way now. Look at it this way now, blood. Madam, listen to I'm talking to the host. Madam, I'm talking to the host. No disrespect, madam. I'm talking to the host. No disrespect,
no, man, ask if PNP is proposing that we raise the GCT now.
Yes, Damian Crawford said it. Damian Crawford said it.
Me no know about it.
Stop it. I swear to God, if you stop it.
Sir Sean.
Yeah, when Damian said that? When Damian said
it and the PNP come out
when he said that?
He said it sometime, I think it was last month, blood.
Virgin, you're too lie, man.
It's really Sean, go and check it.
It is in the same Sean. It is the same time. Right,
Sean? You live in England.
Sean, it is the same God Almighty time. when Mark Golden
No,
and Peter
Yash him
Bunting.
live in a
Mark
cuckoo
Golden,
land. Cuckoo land, him live in a Yash.
your conference, and Mark Golden is going to say
Yash him live in a cuckoo land.
the Jamaica government should give. I live in Jamaica. I live in Jamaica.
Yash him live in cuckoo land. A
You
cuckoo
understand?
land, them
The
live in a.
same Mark Golden Sean is going to tell the Jamaican government that they should give, instead of the police going around and policing the place, they should give the area leader more powers in the community to help bring down crime.
When did you hear Mark Golden say that?
And Peter Bunting Sean.
Them man lie, tell us them a Peter them lying, man.
What I'm saying, it is the same PNP that come and talk about the fishermen. The government has spent a whole heap of money on them vessels. They should give the fishermen more power to when him the bad. Peter Bunting said that instead of buying these boats and all of those stuff that the government provide to the Jamaica Constabulary Force and the JDF, they should give the fishermen more support so the fishermen can protect with the border. No, tell me about the time and violence people are trying
the fisherman to protect the border. The fisherman can protect border.
What are these guys talking about and running
the fisherman can protect border. Your government can over $20 billion in a security and crime out of control. 11,887 Jamaicans have died since last year under DLP. So go on here.
Sean, they said to Mark Golden, what is your plan for Jamaica? Mark Golden said he can't reveal him plan them because the Jamaican.
Yes, because we don't want to teach them. Come on, teach.
But Sean,
we don't teach
about Jamaica.
Mark Golden,
and you care about Jamaican people,
Mark
Sean.
Golden,
Mark Golden not power. Mark Golden in a power. Mark Golden not in power. A labor right in a power. You don't take.
Answer that question this week.
Sean, the same
propaganda them get rid of them propaganda them mash up the country and I promote pure evil. And if we get rid of them, then if we get rid of them,
personal talk one time. Make Mario finishing point. Then somebody else.
John, you must give credence to people who have spilled evil and spilled misinformation to the people of Jamaica. You must shut them down.
It is the same Mark Golden where I talk about him love the poor and him love Jamaica and all of that.
Big up
Anti Mark Golden where I run Jamaica, Sean. But yet still Mark Golden and Peter Bunting can take $20 million.
When can't stop the problem. Everything them talk about PNP and PNP is 18 years. 18 years of the PNP. Everything you hear them talk about 18 years.
Mark Golden spent $20 million Bahamas. Where?
Yes. Mark Golden and Peter Bunting is the head of they are the head of proven investment and they donate that $20 million.
Mark Golden is not the head of proven investment. He's a shareholder. The company president, Mark Golden.
Mark Golden is the founder.
But it's not on the man tax return. Right there on his tax return. Remind me about your friend Mario. Can we not termite?
Getting point across, man.
If you shut down them, the Sean, you don't see them people, Sean. Shut them down, get rid of them. Me them go over them labor right platform, but talk them nonsense, yeah.
The problem that PNP have, the problem that PNP have with this government, Sean. You know what is the problem? I can tell you this because this is something
corruption.
The problem with PNP
corruption.
No say a week time they could have got parish council, Sean, and God on that check. No, them things they know them no time at all.
Investigated by you used to go on our cases. And that your friend Feder used to keep up. Your friend Feder used to keep up that. And that you talk about your friend Feder.
Mario, shut up.
Them so
Mario, shut up.
Them so sick.
Shut
in
up.
them head.
You know the point is, you can't come with evidence.
You can't come with evidence.
Allegation.
Evidence is there.
Allegations.
Son, do
Be
the
a
research.
propaganda rumor.
Do the research. You see when Andrew was the state government, Sean, the debt Jamaica owed 13. The government owed 13 billion US dollars. You know what the government owed now? $11 billion US dollars.
When?
Mario,
You don't understand, Mario. Stabilize. Mario. You don't understand. You're not talking about facts. You're not talking about facts. We are borrowing more money than ever before now. But that if you talk about that. Look here. Look here.
Government. When Andrew on the state government from
$5,000 a box food. And that team work. 5,000 and a box food. 5,000 a box food in work.
What was the growth? You're telling me, Sean, when Andrew on the state government, the unemployment rate was 14%.
2016.
No, it's not that 4.5%. They do not love that country. That's the problem.
Who don't like labor right? Jesus, please. MP say 5,000 a box food. 5,000 a box food the MP say, and we say so.
It is in the papers. Go and read the papers.
You know one day some months and dirty labor right.
When PNP got in and town, the people them go buy the quota in and town, Sean, in the paper. Go check the paper. Sean, in the paper. And when the people them take it out only 3,000 and then get Sean, that's PNP. That is PNP.
Mario. Come.
No.
Yes,
Listen for that. You see, undecided voter. And when I can get one undecided voter, I want that undecided voter. Because I can tell the PNP, Jamaica never go back. Jamaica will never go back. Because guess what? Jamaican man introduced chicken back to Jamaican. Jamaican good farm. They love chicken back. That's the problem with PNP. With PNP, them love PNP, Sean, PNP, introduce chicken back and fish back. That's PNP. That's the problem with them.
Mario.
Mr. Ingram was a very brilliant man, but then they put a whole of them in a one shot and they cannot make one. That's all.
What was the rate of growth in 2016?
And I thought Mr. Ingram would have been better.
What was the rate? What was the growth rate in 2016?
Because when
what was the rate of growth in 2016?
What this government is doing, and I'm going to say Mr. Ingram because they're an hypocrite. You
what was the country? How was the country growing in 2016?
They're an hypocrite. Because when you came on our platform, you
what was the growth rate in 2016?
No, it's a very good job.
What was the growth rate in 2016?
You right here, you're a hypocrite. Because you
what
said
was the growth
that
rate
this
in
Prime Minister,
2016?
Mr. Ingram, you said
what
that
was the
this
rate
Prime
of
Minister
growth? What was the rate of growth in 2016?
Because you really
what was the growth rate in 2016?
You understand? That's you,
What was the growth rate in 2016?
Mr. Ingram, Mr. Ingram said that the
I'm
government,
on the job. I want to bring a pint for please. Everything you can just give me 1 minute to rate in 2016.
Look, Sean, Mark Gordon is the Spain Prime Minister. Mark Gordon is I get higher paid than Andrew Gordon. And Mark Gordon constituency is the worst.
You should have
do nothing at all in this constituency.
Yeah, stop your knife, yes. Because you can't talk about by-election and railway. One of the fight half municipal and we never get it. One of the fight half municipal and we never get it. You should chat too much, you don't know nothing about politics.
Too much people are talking one time.
Why are you guys over here?
One person speak. Everybody are gonna get them point across.
I'm asking a simple question.
Mario.
I'm answering his question.
Yeah, what's your Mario?
Why are you over here? Why are you here?
I want to answer the question.
Listen. You have to
I want to answer the question.
The reason why I'm here.
I want to answer the question.
Undecided voter. Listen to me.
Ingram, you might talk to me. You cannot. No, listen to me.
I want to answer the question.
Hello, listen to me. Listen, I'm not going to do this.
Come up in the box.
Yeah.
How much?
And you make me come over here, brother. Let's if you come now, man.
No, me sit in a plate. Wait, me come down. No, me come down, Black. Me come down. Just give me a minute.
Sit in a plate, then, man.
No, listen, Alexi. No, Blank, me answer Alexi.
Come down.
No, Sean is the undecided voter. And me I make Sean know this. Sean, anything where you hear me, Chopper, anybody else said, do your fact check. Do your research.
You are what the JLP giving it.
Ingram, you know you stop it for a big man, Ingram. You come on platform and agree with most of the things them always say Ingram. You know you stop it, Ingram. Oh, you say you is a oh, you say is a well thinking Jamaican.
Mario.
I want to answer your question. They are in agreement.
Mario, listen to me. Mario, we're not do this.
I want to answer Mario question.
Mario.
I want to answer your question.
Mario.
I want to answer your question.
Either know it the truth and do not speak, it shall be flagged. You
I want to answer your question.
You remember
I want to answer your question.
Take care of yourself.
This is how you lead propaganda.
Mario, you need to calm down now.
Mario.
One question. This is how you lead propaganda.
All right.
One question, but you make one question I want to ask. Yeah, one question I want to ask. May I ask the JLP them? I want them put all of the prime minister them together. I don't want nobody to about no road, no light, no water because they collect taxpayer money for them then. So them there's a most to any government.
Yeah.
But I want to know where put all of the prime minister together for JLP against PJ1. And tell me where one thing we do for Jamaica. We can help Jamaica.
PJ don't do nothing for Jamaica.
I don't want to hear nothing more.
PJ don't do nothing for Jamaica. More than stuff in pocket with poor people money.
No,
you're going like you're spanking brand new. You're not brand new.
No, tell me one of the prime minister.
PJ doesn't do anything for this country more than stuff in pocket with taxpayers' money. So stop going like say you're spanking brand new. You not man golden dog spanking brand new politics. I'm not be able to say nah idiot. The big man on the reasonability. PJ take money and go buy house of France. And that TJ take up taxpayers' money will work hard for and go take money and go buy.
Let us not start the propaganda. Let's stick to facts. Let's stick to facts, sir. Let's stick to facts. No propaganda around here.
I ask your PJ, this is what your prime minister do for Jamaica. PJ1.
Caution, you don't stand on no moral grounds to talk to me, so don't direct your question somewhere else back here. You don't stand on no moral grounds to come right here, so come talk to me.
Say them not for chat to, so where you are chat to for?
I'm not talk to you, I address David because David don't talk about PJ. Caution, don't stop out your man. Stop out your big pussy mama Caution and Gwen.
Come up for the platform, brethren. Nothing wrong with what you say.
No, Caution, make sure you put her point across, man.
No, me ask her a question. I don't want to about she doesn't matter. She doesn't matter.
Nobody wants to say, No, back manners. I'm going to hold on for go. I don't want to talk and take this propaganda about.
You hear comment to the woman.
But PJ do phone, nothing. Left on a shovel, left on a shambles. 3 gas riots, PJ make us suffer underneath. 3 gas riots. 3 gas riots, PJ make us suffer underneath. Where uno do? Hey, I'm going to go now, and I'm going like, what are the worst? I'm not doing it. My God, come on. When you come here and go like, so no one come. Strict people.
Get off. Listen, man, David, Lexi still a use outside bathroom in a bridge. I don't know she come
who still a use outside bathroom? Bring him out, come on, shit tonight. Shit pit. Bring him out, come on, shit tonight. Bring him out, come on, shit tonight, Caution. You can't chat to me, Caution.
Answer me, Prime Minister against PJ.
Who you say them and me not so done. Me not so done. Don't do that. Me never got them and town primary school. Them and town high school not primary. Me not so done.
They are going to build a done school.
See, I got build those schools. But we not build none door. We not build none door. Unna build none door. Unna not build none door. Unna not. Which one unna build? Go on Google and go Google that and come bring it back and come tell me what go on. Go on Google, go do that and come back come tell me what go on. Unna build none. Unna not build none.
Yeah, I
don't bring him out, come on, shit tonight, Caution. Since you know about me, go outside bathroom. Bring him out, come on, shit tonight, Caution. Bring it.
Take the money. Clear the platform, we're not good on the level. Clear the platform, we're not good on the level.
She gone. Because me just not put the little young girl in her because she not nothing in sense. Not one thing the little girl in her. The little girl attacks and says, PNP in a bill of school, PJ be this, PJ do this, PJ do this.
I'm going to give you 5 Minister.
That's right. Yeah. This is you don't know if you argue this because that was crash as they run a fight, man. Because I don't want to marry that one bugger. They won't go talk and they don't know nothing about that. They just come and they want to mash up your platform and they come and talk with people and something. Them now want a conversation.
You say the thing, you know, chance time. This is what I understand. This is what I don't understand. Them claim to say them very educated and them intellectual and them this and them that. And notice, you know, them come up here and every single one of them want to tell who forgot suck out, who forgot this, who forgot that, who forgot all of them. So I saw them plan to educate people how to vote for JLP. Who know as the followers them will come up and so not talk for JLP. Who don't feel like someone to do them something now it got attract people to come to the party when they can't have a little simple dialogue to bring graphs and the facts when people start say something when they start tell people where them figure suck, where them figure this, where them figure that. Me not agree with them.
Me not play that game, you know. Because regardless of where no one to come, everybody knows say TikTok this. Everybody can chat and stay behind them phone and a man can suck out of this, suck out of that. But you know when you don't want them to do is actually meet somebody in person and tell the person to see them something where them just like said through the phone and see if them have left with the 32 teeth where them having at them mouth. That's all you want to know. Me don't let them kind of suck out with nobody, you know, and them something, you know. She live down at Tivoli Garden, you know. Me know she part of little girl living, you know, she go like she smarty, one TikTok in a bread chin. Them girls living in a house, bread chin, and 5 of them sleep in a one room. Bed all about the place. They can't even walk. You have to jump over bed to go through the door and them something the bread chain. And you see, at them same one come on TikTok and come go on like say, them a live life and them a defend the government and them not have no water, them not have no road. In a them girl yard, them a get them have to step over sewage water. Sewage water to go brush them teeth. No hygiene, no good hygiene now go on in them community in our yard. See, she dey on TikTok. I go and tell people about this and that. Before you go clean up your house, bread chain, fix up your yard. The money where them do no to go a conference, buy some cement.
You understand? And some gravel and them thing there, and pipe and fix up on the place, brethren.
You open this question. I said when Planka never back to gonna talk. When Planka them want to eat to live in to a big fat pig will live instead. And they are foreign now. And girl start from Martin, they are foreign. And they might go and want to go all house. He might build for the mother. I want to go two build for the mother house instead. Planka them people know them secret and they know
sir. Remember I know. You remember good. It's a cemetery planka building house pan in a bridge. Mine sharp couple bone underneath that in a bridge. The man
I'm mother house. And he might build like a 2-room pan. Or what they want one sorry for my Martin afar. I'm big fat sour boy really instead but them a bad man. Them a bad people.
Listen, if them can come up and reason, because I don't know why them hate me so, you know, because everybody want to tell me about my mother, you know. My mother dead about 7 years now, brethren. You understand me? I can't do what you say, you want me to do. But who no mother alive? You can go try it with who no mother. And if you have a problem with my mother, you can go do what you tell me to do. Do what? Because me not the problem, they are the brethren. They are the same way. So we are talking about facts versus fiction. Me fiction, man.
That's what the program is all about. Everybody come tell me for them side story me and talk fuck, you see me?
Yeah, me not depend on suck out with nobody and go suck out this and go suck out that.
Listen, when they care with an argument. Listen, no. It's where they care with you can know first and we there on a debate. And so them a beat. They say them a beat, you know. And them a tell go suck with mama and them a beat. They say them a beat and teach it. And I never feel say go suck your mama. Go suck your mama. Batty man. The two things full them out. Suck your mama and batty man. And then they say they don't like batty man. And if first they call their batty man.
Julian, me see you. Alright, Julian, give me your opinion on the two side of politics, Labour and PNP. And tell me which one you think is the better one. Go through Julian. Come on, Julian now hear me. Do I hear me?
Yeah, man, me dep on the ground, man.
Alright, yeah, hear the question. Let me just answer it for me.
Yeah?
Yeah, the question I'm just ask.
What you say? But repeat again then.
Which one of the party them is the better party? And tell me why you think is the better party.
Alright. Me now have to think. PNP I feel people them. Because if you check back now, go back down in our history now. You don't have our council named Jack Smith. Then if you know the part of history, they rob up for America them money.
No, MP, like councillor MP.
He rob up the money. Yeah. That the man the process him to me like end up at prison for money because he can't get a account fee for America them money.
Okay.
So when these people jump up, I listen to them for morning and I make them pay nice for the live and I tell who if you got chuck chew and who if you got suck and who if you got that. Then if you give you state facts. Like how that was a while ago.
I received him it's in the St. Catherine Adult Correctional Center when he came in the evening. I received him in there. I was one of the members of staff working in the evening when he walked in.
So I know more things. I hear them talk about Siaga. Remember, Siaga take with money in and go away, man, and send no member in and go build bank and business place at Cayman, you know.
How much money in the tech?
Me don't quite remember, you know.
I think it's 20 or 30 million.
30 million US.
Yes.
See,
and him told it.
If them no member,
forget it.
Yeah, him no remember. All Junior really sing song about him, man.
Yeah.
Sing about the money. Poor people money, they use it for honeymoon with their honey. So them now come talk no bag of facts to people. They now teach as when me hear my brethren say. Caution, big up yourself.
Recently another leader took 30 million from one account that wasn't labeled a charity account. Now in the affidavit file, it is not a charity account because it was not included in the registrar at the Friendly Society.
But
same 30 million figure, very familiar figure, 30 million.
Either way, him want to swing that. Him still wrong. Because you know why? It is against the law for you not to have a charity account and a charity company and don't register it. So anyway, I want to swing it in wrong. But what you know,
Thank you.
Not Sweet Friday, a theme destiny, theme faith and destiny. You see, the NEPA issue, and the heart trust issue.
Can you imagine?
2 days.
Can you imagine?
2 days.
Can you imagine?
We have another scandal coming out of the office of the Prime Minister.
Can you imagine?
Yeah, follow them labor right with this support something. Yo, brother, you have to make the people understand. Say, listen, the Prime Minister in charge of them 2 agencies there, and look what happened. Anyway, this man go corruption there. Listen, Andrew, I don't even want you passing in my community because you go let corruption trail, brethren.
One man said, carry more water to come parliament.
You might go make it large, they can't stand.
Them thing that the labor them supposed to get up and come tell me now. Why is it that NEPA dropped the criminal charge against a mogul in our country, which ain't him supposed to get charged? That's what I'm telling you, Virgin. You see, when them talk about 18 years, you see PJ Partisan and Omar Davis, me can't tell any man this. You see, anyone them that run the country now, that man that own the citrus place, they would have to answer. Remember, say, PJ Partisan, bring the people when you do that mind for the goal them. When you do analyze some cow, something where them they pollute the water. And remember, say, PJ Partisan, bring them to court, you know, and sue them, you know. Them have to pay Jamaica money, you know. PJ with boy and girl boy, yeah. Policies are policies, and policies make for everybody follow. When the rich boy, them system. PJ Partisan, Omar Davis, drape them up and say, yo, come here, one and do. Look what Andrew and Nigel do. Pat them on them shoulder and say, yo, go and try again and come again. You let them go back, for go build more company, for go do back Jamaican people, the same thing, without punishment.
When the judge out and tell the judge, say, it's confidential. Can you imagine? Tell the judge, the resident magistrate, the judge, tell the judge, say, me can't hear because the deal is confidential. What can go so? Scandalous, man.
Them people, all the girl look while we caution to come from Tivoli. The girl not see amount of vehicle when PJ may come in our country. Phone all of them nice where them I enjoy. Ooh.
But me give 5 prime minister
them I enjoy.
PJ1. Me give 5 prime minister against PJ1. And he can't name me nothing where none of 5 prime minister do against PJ1.
Might be she not used to travel. She not used to go nowhere. She used to just stay in her yard. Remember when time people have to sit down in a people up in a vehicle, you know. Remember when I big bus them a run. Where when you make that left here, you know. All when me used to go Westmoreland go look for my auntie, you know. If you make certain vehicle left here, you know, brother, I hit that fear, you know.
Which part you used to left from go Westmoreland?
They used to left on St. Catherine side, whole have a side.
Nobody can't tell me about labor right. I grew up in a labor right. I know about labor right.
That's a labor right time, a roughest time in a lifetime.
Yeah, nobody can't tell me about labor.
Julian, make Julian talk. I see she look at you unmute now.
Yes, I'm listening. I'm just here to listen to all the conversation. But I work with the parish council. I don't want to get involved. And the host bring me up and I don't even know. I work with the parish council. I don't want to get involved. So I'm just here to listen. But I Isaac McConnell straight from Sportsland. Bye-bye.
All right, pretty girl.
Straight.
Yeah, man. But guess what? You see, there's something. I want to be can't tell any PNP willing to debate with any labor. Because you see, we don't go on any labor platform. I didn't know why you plan platform. Because first, they say a lie. Then, and next year, and then they want to prove a lie. And when they find your debate, they want to disrespect you. Go suck more and sit. Then you have none else to debate about.
The platform I'm left with PNP, I wonder why labor right then gone.
They can't manage him and them. Listen, we are treating respecting, but they want to talk about people. And they want this. I want you married, they attack one bag of it and you can't tell nothing at all.
Bring me down quick before.
And him not live at Jamaica. A foreign live boy matter where they are Jamaica. Like matter where they are. I must have Canada. I must see that.
Julian, that's just something I say again, pretty girl.
You must take her.
Okay.
Just take my job.
One labor company a platform because we can't debate. PNP can't debate by themselves.
Yeah, exactly. And come with respect, and we are treating them with respect.
Come on, and if we take out road, water, and light, because we have pay money for that. Now, they don't have to come tell me no road and light and water.
But if you notice
tax that.
But if you notice,
the road they in a bad condition.
But if you notice, at two opposition conference keep, the opposition People's National Party keep a conference November, September, and the JLP keep them opposition conference last week because only opposition come to see going to government with promises. Them all know they don't say nothing about what they do if you vote for them. But them a promise what them all do when them become government. Third term, they say third term of the people's term.
Correct answer. But remember this man campaign. You see how he promised a couple of years back, remember?
And this man campaign say no leader no serve 1-2 term. At the same man, at the same man,
one third term.
At the same man,
This
the man is so
Jamaica
consistent. The man is so consistent. When him come, him send to them letter this time on the date. At the same man,
No, okay. Roger Black,
Oh,
you got to
man.
in CR1.
Hold on the Ingram. Roger Blacks, more give me a few of you which one of the party that might better one and give me the things them where them do like you say a better one and the things them where the next one the way you say them on the reverse.
All right then. But, all right. Me not born here a long time. But born here time I grew up in the 90s. Then and Jamaica Labour Party. We come here some stuff, but I talk about my personal experience. You see the good life we start experiencing in the 90s upon the PNP. Then PJ Partisan in the same 18 years I complain about, as we say, we see development in a youth car. There's a PJ, they work a youth car thing, youth car association. They coming by PJ. Get the license for people so we can get one per car. So come, we start one car for a teenager. All right, secondly, the bus thing. Transportation system. When they call it transportation chichi bus, They call it, they say PG a chichi man. Yeah, so we are talking about the pier down at Trelawney. And we are talking about other development. School, we see school are building in the same 18 years. I remember saying, even at the same Southeast St. Mary. Remember say Harry Douglas, they build Natabia High out there. And they build Bramley, some brand new schools. This government here, Andrew led government, can't find one school where they build in a 9 years.
No,
and they might not invest in education, as I can see.
Don't leave out the telephone.
And
no leave out the telephone.
It's a corruption, let me say, and this government here. We could have never considered giving them a third term. But they back off in 2016, and they want to see where they come in quick and do. Yes, and I'm very disappointed. So right now, the third term, I go hard out and care out all of who me know me can't call. I change from youth already to with me, and I move. Because what you know, we are ensuring that Andrew Wallace don't get a third term. Not all of them up a thing I hang up my head with in terms of the 28 bank account. We don't see the reason for that. And we're not fooling them. Remember, so we're bright in a chance time. So we're not fool. We read and we know what that's about. You understand what I say? But we see a levels of disrespect, racist. We see Anne-Marie Vaz one day for a platform I talk about you ring out and one bag of foolishness. We can't have them people ahead of government in general.
See you.
If them have to continue to run Jamaica, I have to leave Jamaica. Now I live in Jamaica, I now come back. You understand? If them man have to continue run Jamaica. So what you know, Andrew Wallace can't get a third term on promises. Because we still await for the 2016 promises. You understand what I say? Impeachment. Same Andrew Wallace will beg for third term. And they say, in Billy say, every man will just leave for 2 term. You understand? I know I beg for a third term. In its promises, we're going to be able to sleep with the window we do open. We inherit the crime rate. It never go down lower there. So I'm going to tell you what we can observe now. They might undercount the crime statistics right now. Because I see the last time when they have the crime statistics. I see some crime commit. You know the rural area over there. But we don't know about personally. When we don't see the number them. So you see the crime number we estimate about there are far more than the people that did at Jamaica.
Okay.
You understand? It is clearly that the Jamaica Labour Party, I mean, even talk about the whole Jamaica Labour Party, but now talk about this led and Joel's government are the most corrupt. You understand? And me, you live by integrity, you know. You understand? I live by integrity. Because a man live by the law of the land and live in integrity. You can't see the leader of them. And them kind of behavior. You understand? If you ever consider a conscious youth like me, if you ever vote for them type of man. Yeah, you can't understand? I'm listening to all the platform. I go and listen to the PNP, them meeting. I listen to the Labour, them meeting. I listen to when them talk. There's too much arrogant people in the Jamaica Labour Party. Can't give them support. Can't give them support. I watch it now. I move for one full load of people. I move for vote for you too. That's how things set up. Yeah, so we ensure say. And Joel, go and get a territory. Because we can't go in a territory with them type of. With them a leadership, yeah. Brother, them a leadership are worse than, brother, we can never look up to these type of man. We are in the country. So we're bright, we're intelligent, we're smart, and we see how them operate. Yeah, so that, and them I set a bully. And then watch again now. Before I say the followers, them a bully too, you know. Even the chopper them and them media them. They are such a bully, so you can't work with them type of. I want log up on everybody, you know. And we can't Jamaica run a full law business. Yeah, so they all Jamaica right now. Any one of them high profile labor right there. Whether you're a high member, a follower, where them respect, can't do anything I will get away with anything else.
Yeah.
Right there, come and see the country around now. Bullies and
Right.
the man and try
Right across.
the police. You understand?
Hold on.
Right across the board.
Yeah. So right now, the term for Andrew Wallace can't give enough support.
So
you don't get the 2016 and it failed.
Andrew Wallace.
This is why
we're
the
not
conversation
having that,
reach. This is why the conversation reach color skin, you know. At the same downward trajectory, why the conversation reach color skin.
You know, some big travel. Now Manchester, we tell when Andrew Wallace, I say, run and get the thing already and lose it. Against Porsche. When he got Manchester collection, I was there, you know. But about a bit of medicine, you know. I'm after this man as a man of his word, you know. He deserve a chance. Man, brother. Man left it down, man. The man so saying worse, and this is the worst prime minister ever.
Worst ever.
Yeah, man.
From politics, exits the worst one this ever.
Yeah. You understand? And I see Mark Golden to be a very nice guy, a man of integrity. And the team, Mark Golden select a team. Trust me, the PNP have a better team. PNP government, PNP next election, and the way to take Jamaica forward, the general. Just look around, man. We are bright peoples. I be arrogant people in the Labour Party. Just look where I go on. Just look around all the even selection, the young peoples, where you represent. We in the parliament for the PNP. A brilliant set of people.
Yeah, man. If you check family, ever seen, so you check it. This aside guy more educated people.
Isaac Buchanan, for example, I talk about a convict, brother. Me lift me up to the youth there. You know why? Saying, because we don't say me and Isaac in the same age group.
Yeah.
Answer. Yeah, you make a mistake like that in 9 teens and turn out to be where it is. And win. Yeah. Win. Yes. The privilege going to the brother. This is your joking, brother. This is a clear example.
As a human being, you don't have
this man I live in. Yes, and so you can. Yes, and youth will change because we have a whole
perfect example.
Yeah, man, I'm a good smart if you young person.
Yeah, man, so Isaac all the way, man. Yeah, man, when things get close, man, Andrew is got election. Young man, we have to work, man. I tell you. So we ensure.
Yeah, man, myself, I go work,
man.
Yeah,
Mark Golden.
Yeah, when I run at them, you know,
we
perfect example, man.
Yeah, but
let me say, wait, let me say something. I pay for the job by Mark Golden, and the way for me right now.
You're right.
Yeah, Blacks, as me say, if you notice, as any comrade, because we debate with any labor, and we debate with respect. We now call them out on their name, and we now go tell them to S them mother. But the labor, the way you have a debate, and then can't manage the argument, I go S your mother, and go ask your mother.
That's why the conversation reach color skin. You know. That is the reason why the conversation reach now where them gone for Mark Golden skin. Because they have nothing else to talk about, you know.
But in
the man same
2024.
The man same giant politics, and him giant politics as a successful businessman and a successful lawyer. And him same come to help Jamaica. That's what man say, you know.
What the man?
And them carry down a color skin.
Maria, why I gotta tell you about Mark
2024.
But we know Maria tell us Mark Golden built house down. So Mark Golden proven while owned by Jamaican is a Caribbean own investment. Then do investment and then do
It's as simple as that, sir. It's as simple as an investment company.
All right.
So then can invest in when I will.
So Mark Golden is a shareholder along with Bunting. The head for proven and one of the biggest liberal at Jamaica, Chris Williams. Chris Williams is one of the biggest liberal at Jamaica. One of the biggest financier, Christopher Williams.
Yeah.
He my CEO for proven. And you're going to say Mark Golden, you're going to spend money. You're going to invest money in other countries. Look at the amount of money Mark Golden invests at Jamaica. Look at the amount of, remember I said them are developer, you know.
But Bridget, the conversation stop. The company proven is a investment company.
Yes.
And investment companies invest their money all over the globe.
Yeah. And there's a Caribbean
investment there in.
The head office is remember the head office is Antigua, you know. They have a branch at Jamaica. While a Jamaican own, but a Jamaican
I didn't even realize that.
Yeah, is a head office St. Lucia.
I'm good done people are like that.
But
an investment entity. The sole purpose of the investment entity is to invest. So they go identify all the blue chips here in the world. When they can invest, investment is investment. So you don't come with them because Don's argument there.
And Jamaica, Jamaica man doing one way.
Yeah.
If them check, you say if we check Mark Golden,
I present a scenario. Hold on. I present a scenario. Hold on. I present a scenario the other day. You have John Brown. John Brown incorporate three other companies, A, B, and C. And the companies, all they operate, John Brown lend money to A. B, John Brown lend money to C. C lend money to B and A. Then little more A get a loan from B. The money no come from nowhere else in all now, you know. Millions are passed through John Brown and the three entities, you know. No investment not going away, you know. No income generation not going away, you know. But millions are passing through these accounts, you know.
It's a corrupt scheme you might develop, you know, to pass through money, you know.
Remember this. And when we hear people come on this way and defending something like this, who you are? Who defends something like that? That's a prescription for corruption in its purest form.
People have no integrity and people who is a cult people.
Respect. Come on and say Mark Golden I get more money. And Mark Golden give himself pay. Then should shame of themselves and say Andrew give Mark Golden more pay more than him. Because Mark Golden work and him not work. So then should shame of themselves. You come out and say Mark Golden get more pay. And Mark Golden another prime minister. And Mark Golden can't take pay by himself. And Andrew have to give him. So if Andrew give him more pay than himself, that be sure say Andrew not do nothing.
But look at this now. Ingram, since you are the accounting man, look at this. Mark Golden is the opposition leader. He doesn't have access to government information for insider trading or anything. So if Mark Golden want to invest anyway, want to invest. It's in business.
Thank you.
He doesn't have access to information that can give him an unfair advantage.
Thank you.
But Andrew Hollis have access to those information
and using the same principle.
And using the information to make investments.
Thank you.
That
and
is what we call in America.
Hold the point right there. Hold the point. Using the same principle. You open an account 3 days ago.
Yes.
And 3 days after, you move 30 million out of a company. And the following day, the company is going down.
America, you gonna prison for that, you know. You gonna prison for America. You know what senators and congressmen gonna prison for that?
Jordan, I'm so proud of you and the little youngster in here. Two young people, one 29, one 34. All them did that as yap and the cuss. You and Yash to explain yourself clearly.
Propaganda.
That's propaganda. That's when Mario. That's why when Mario come up there. Mario put that pay garbage. Pay garbage must fail.
No, look here now. England, read this matter for me. I want you to read that matter, England. Would it be better for me to give you a house than give you $20,000? That's better.
Any
The PNP give away over 150,000 house in 18 and a half years. You come and give me 20,000. Which one worth more?
House, man.
The most
house
have value.
We can last the money, you know, when we get, you know.
England, I built 64 schools in my 18 and a half years. Which one better? The money at the school, them.
Them was the school. Them not be the education.
So when Imo say, which government ever give back so much to so many Jamaicans? I'm laughing at him. I'm laughing at him because if I give away 150,000 homes, you know how much families benefit from that? And I give away 64 brand new school. How much thousands of children are passed through them institution there? So
and then they give away money.
I thought he was referring to the tax credit, you know. I thought he was referring to the tax credit.
He might talk about the 1.5 thing. When we told him, Ingram, that he could not do the 1.5 or him say more do it, we tell him you would tell him say you're gonna give 32 billion new taxes, you know. Well,
Kerry, jump on the line, Kerry.
But that 1.5 was spread over 3 years, you know. No, but the 1.5 was spread over 3 years.
But England, you won't forget to tell the people. Yes, the JP brought down GCT, but they widened the net.
Thank you.
That's what I put pressure more on basic food items. That's what you didn't tell the people.
Thank you very much.
So you move 16.5% to 15%, but you widen the net for the amount of goods. You know most of pressure poor people who buy rice.
There's all of the objective is to fool some of the other wild man.
England who buy bread like people.
Fool they come have a conversation.
No, them not have conversation. Of course, them want cost.
Remember the motion take out TTC for electricity, you know, completely, you know. To 17, you know.
But David, when me hear him talk about the same GCT pan electricity thing and how he's going to bring it down, me I said to myself, say 95% of homes, residential homes in Jamaica do not pay GCT on electricity. So who this is going to benefit? It's not going to benefit the general public. It's going to benefit those who have business. Right. And then people don't get benefit. The average Jamaicans not going to see any form of benefit.
Kerry saying grandmother get one I board. So Kerry, the way grandmother, she born down with her, she still live 9.
And this is what I don't like with
them. Sean and you, Howard want come up, put up Howard in the box, man, and take down some of my people them when I talk. You have only people want come up in the box.
I'm not sure I send my request.
Howard, send up a request and go up. May I come down?
Yeah, let's see Howard.
Take me out and put up Howard.
Alright, that's alright.
You see the right then, you charge them like to deflect, you know. Be deflect, them like deflect. When you tell them one thing, they're going to pass something else.
No, but they don't want, because my good friend Chopper this morning said, FinSac said the interest rate were put in place to get rid of the Edward Siaga bled back when put in. So the question that I asked Chopper now, I said, Chopper, are you saying that only those people alone used to borrow interest rate? That means that the NC, the Victoria Mutual, them never used to borrow interest and never benefit, never done them. They say them said them make no sense. And the next thing again, to an extent, you cannot pay $200 for a report and collect transit. Transcript. You cannot do that. This is not party shop we are running, our government we are running now. You still want a report, that means that when it happens, you want me in the 90s, and we ensure they're not again. So the report is supposed to investigate, and then put you and say, this is what happened.
Send back a request award.
Award in the box. Yeah. So what I'm saying, what I was thinking I was going to get, this is the report of our investigation. They want to move, and they want to move that was bad for the country. So in further runs, going forward, let us not move this and move that to go back into this, fall back into this trap.
Yeah,
that's the report. Some don't know what the market transcript.
Yeah, but
transcript
you,
away
Richard,
people them say.
But you, Richards, the people of Jamaica don't want to hear about something than 28 years. They want to know how you're now. They want to know how the thing will turn around for them. That is what the people want to know. Nobody wants interested in this Winsack argument, you know.
And exactly, and you know what again, too? Me want to hear when the government don't keep them conference, because we have the People's National Party opposition keep a conference the 5th of September. And the 24th of September, the Jamaican Labour Party opposition keep one. When the JLP government can keep a conference, I can know.
Yes,
because only opposition alone propose promises, you know.
Yes.
Government run on record.
9 years, you, Richards, are you still a promise to do?
And I promise you, I promise.
Where you say you were going
I make Howard come in. Howard.
Howard, you're there on the ground.
Yeah. Let me tell you something, comrades. As what Jordan rightly said, light and water is not poor people problem. For poor people who are earning 15,000, can't pay light and can't pay water.
I told them.
They don't have a problem with light. Me not talk about that true. Bob Marley say if you want tea, him know him going to get tea and him not tell you what to do. But him not quarrel over tea.
Exactly. Howard, we understand, Howard. We understand what you're talking about.
Right. Light and water is not the most vulnerable problem. The problem is food. And the Prime Minister missed the mark again. Mute the mic again, mute the mic, come do not talk, so we can keep the conversation.
Jungle Boss, mute, make me hear Howard. Make Howard go through Jungle Boss.
Us control the muting then, because sometimes they're gone.
Okay.
Jungle Boss,
got you.
All right, that's what I'm saying before.
Howard, me mean.
Yeah, the cost of living is what the Prime Minister missed the mark on. Mute that Jungle Boss, mute the mic then.
Jungle Boss, mute the mic.
You mute it us for our moderator because sometimes it's gone, you know. Again, he missed the mark. The issue is the cost of food and the high class cost of inflation. Why people are not willing to work. Jobs are available, but what type of jobs? KFC want over 1,200 people. Mothers want 500. Burger King want another 400. If you walk and see Mr. Chin. Young men, help wanted. What is the salary? Because of inflation, people are unable to work for the 15,000 because it will cost 9 or 10,000 to reach a work.
Yeah.
So people no longer have any interest to work. Any of them that survived before without begging or whatsoever, that is what they are going to do. So when he reduce the electricity, because the truth of the matter is, the 30% what the Prime Minister talk about are unable to afford electricity is the 30% what keep the light. But JPS is not losing because the other 70% will compensate for those who are stealing it. And the Prime Minister himself, Jordan, contribute to electric stealing because the government electrical inspectors that the PNP have formed by Michael Manley
have come to an end in November 2022, where the Prime Minister put it into the hands of his friends and cronies. To wire a one-bedroom, it costs you from anywhere between $50,000 to $100,000 just to pass it. Before, it was a flat rate at $6,000. Andrew Holness put it in them friend them on. That even the same JPS said becomes a dagger in them own sword, because the fee is so exorbitant and they are seeing an increase in electricity theft. Andrew Holness contribute to it. Again, government electrical inspectors and the rural electrification program started by Michael Manley, where the hills and the terrains and those people far from the grid, the government wires those areas at a subsidized cost that have been scrapped by the labor rights. The passing now where you use and get the JPS and then come put on the light, it was 6,000, and November 2022, he move it and he privatize it. If you want your house passed, then give a list of approved inspectors, and if you have 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom, it all depends how they look and feel like if you have money, then charge you up to $200,000, $300,000, $400,000. So they contribute to it.
So they charge the difference for your place look.
Them charge your based off of how your place look. Like how you don't have one little dirty craven mason or somebody that come put on your awning, and when they look and see how your place look, even though them say X over the phone, by the time they reach, the price reach a Y. So there is no standard fee. So the government contributing to more people at thief-like because they can't pay for passing house. And the GCTY move, it only help the rich. Because if people used to get a light bill, like the large manufacturers, when used to get them $2 million light bill, and they used to pay $300,000 for GCT, it got cut down now to $150,000.
Brother Howard, we hear another piece of story for that art NTA.
That is it.
Yeah, from morning that day. From Fiverr, then they are two was one of Portmore, one of Morgan.
Yeah, that are just piece of the puzzle where Andrew and those who in charge of the institution set it out one program, Jordan, say how much in towards the youth train and stipend issue out, and then those money goes back into kickback to the politician. That is just a part of the puzzle, structured and set up by the labor right.
Yes, because they must say it's an normally some bill not accurate.
So if you notice,
or them put out not accurate
right,
at all.
Yeah, because the government set it out. At the end of the day, they must tell you how much in 1,000 people train Jordan, and me and you can identify one.
But
Similarly,
we know that Howard. We know a lie them a tell, but Howard, but you don't say. I'll know Mark Barnett still the pan leave. Him gone 30 million out of here. And I'll know the NWC board will come out with refute Comrade Hale's statement. But I know they can't meet to talk about Mark Barnett.
No. Similar like when in a COVID, the entertainment and the performing arts, 700 million was set aside and less than 1 million pure Jordan, and the 700 million done. Nobody can give account for it. Looking at the craft market, those president and vice president, the executive and the vendors in the craft market need to get rid of them because they are playing politics with them. The issue is not about rent, Jordan. The people them can pay them rent if them get them fair size at the pudding or the pie.
Yeah.
No visitor is visiting the craft market. That is the issue. And if you not sell, you're going to be unable to pay your rent. And one of them said people owe $3 million. That is not true because those rents are collected every week. And if 3 months pile up, one chain put on your door. And if you don't pay up it in a specified time, somebody else get the shop. So what them attack are JLP activists. Sell out the people them and get money to do PR.
Howard, I hear say four brand new hospital are built in Jamaica. That's what I'm here. You hear anything about it?
Listen what I'm saying to you.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Wanna be like Beverly Hills, wanna be like in my mother yard, wanna be like in father at St. Elizabeth.
What labor right fail to understand, you know? If you already have something there, Sir Richards, and you are making improvement, you are not building a hospital. You are adding to the fleet or you are renovating the existing building. If you're going to build a hospital, you take it to Portmore where there was none before. You can't claim victory for something which was there before. Am I correct?
Right. So true. So true.
So when them say them all build Spanish Town, you can't build Spanish Town. Either you add a building or a block or a ward, or you improve on what was there before. But you can't claim precedent that you're building something which was there before.
Yes. A great time I start go school, I know so you're uncommon to go high school. So 1944. Jamaica have much autonomy over the country?
No.
No.
1944.
Let me say what I say now. Chuck said the Bustamante government make the public sector, where they not control over 1944, equal pay for equal work. 1944. Where the more 10 question again, as a grade 9, I start was school. Down to 1955, I will get the autonomy when we elect our first premier. Norman Mandela. That's how we get
1955. And Buster government is the first prime minister where you get full autonomy.
So more educate myself, because that means that a premier mean we have semi-autonomy over our country. So the first time the Jamaica government, Jamaica have some autonomy at 1955.
1955.
Thank you,
1944, we were mainly a puppet.
Like a parish council.
Like the parish council.
Thank you, sir.
But Award, I hear say PNP send Marcus Garvey to prison.
That is not true. Marcus Garvey died in 1949. Marcus Garvey entered the parish council election in 1929 and won the Allman Town division. Even
wait, when Marcus Garvey dead?
1949.
And when the PNP win the first election in Jamaica?
1955. We lost to Bustamante.
So that means, so Bustamante in 1950 was the prime minister. In I go and not lead the government. I'm going to the prime minister. I don't know name was what.
Yeah. Now he was the first
chief minister.
Chief minister.
Yes. Chief minister.
Okay.
Yes.
So Bustamante as a chief minister or that input Marcus Garvey jail. Because them say no. I know him, but me I say. Would that be him? The next thing again, to a grade 9 go school.
Well, go back on the Marcus Garvey thing.
Yeah, go back.
Marcus Garvey went to the United States to educate our black brothers and sisters there. Right? And he was promoting the Garveyism, right? That we must keep the black trade and stop spending money amongst the white and promote Garveyism, one word. And the American government charged him for mail fraud or what we call today scamming.
Mm-hmm.
And he was in prison. And he was so ill, the American government and the FBI, afraid that he would die in prison, they release him early.
The one JL over did free that him at the time. But Howard, I hear say Andrew Wallace give him more house than any other prime minister in the history of Jamaica.
That is not true. That is not true. The prime minister, the social housing, which you, Richard, we have got to do some investigation and find out which part of the budget that money come from and how it is handled and how the contractors are awarded to. But I am getting to understand that it is the NHT.
Yeah.
And indigent housing not supposed to be a part of NHT because NHT is a statutory bar with laws for its own amenity to provide affordable housing for the people of Jamaica.
the intelligent houses must come out of the budget.
So that is the next thing again we like to find out, because what I discover, there is no procurement in terms of who get the contract, he, she or the old lady, and how the money is spent and how contracted are awarded pertaining to the social housing. Whether it come from the central budget or it come from NHT, we need to find out.
Okay. Yeah, we have to do the investigation.
But Howard, you tell me, say you build 100,000 house in a year time. How much house you gone?
The truth of the matter is,
NHT built 2,000 up to
over the last 8 years, I think they have never built more than 2,000 houses per annum. Never. And in a single city.
No, 2,000 houses overall for the last 8 years, NHT built.
Right. And a single sitting, Greater Portmore, the largest community in the Caribbean, and a single sitting were built by the People's National Party.
But I was telling them amount of communities where a PNP, where PNP turn our communities now. Like Inzud Village, PNPs. New Harbour Village, PNPs.
Portmore Villas,
Caribbean Estate, I go down Whitewater Meadows, McGill Palm, and then I go down Claremont where I live. Then you have Old Harbour Glades, Old Harbour Mews, Bayshore Park, Abbey Bush, Land.
Christian Garden, Christian Meadows.
Landsville, them place have bush.
And all of the New Harbour villages.
Those turn communities now. So
and all of the New Harbour village, even though it is private developer, but it is partner the government providing the land.
The point that we are saying, Jamaica, that means over 100 community across Jamaica. New community will never exist.
That means if the PNP never come in 1989, Jamaica will be an empty barrel.
Empty barrel.
Very empty barrel. Because I just see where my house be like Clementites, Warmington, they have a farm. Anybody in my age, you know, time Bruce going to buck down Warmington farm now.
And as I talk about Warmington, so.
And game brother, I see it.
As I talk about Warmington, so.
All right, you want to go and see. I'm glad you know that. Okay.
Yeah, man.
Hold on up on the Warmington before me lose a thought there. All of those who have mortgages with the NHT and you're in arrears, if you get a text or a telephone call from Wormsville Collection Agency, you're going to pay $3,000 for that text or call. Who is Wormsville Collection Agency? Abraham Wormington Daddy. And if them write you, 30% of what you owe goes towards Wormington father.
Wormington daddy dead, man. I must want bandul daddy that.
I don't know. But them saying father would it. So I have a strong feeling it's a Wormington company.
I feel one man,
because when
I cut you up a country up to the man come from the man the rotten.
When
dead, man. Wormington daddy dead.
When me do Wormington age, Wormington a 70 yard, and if him father still alive, and nearly 100.
Yeah, not nearly.
But not taking away anything. The father could have the company and still maintain the names, and then whosoever come after. So I'm not disputing it, saying that it's dead or not. That doesn't take away anything at all from Wormsville. But what we are talking about is the transparency. How was the contract awarded to Wormsville?
Exactly.
And what NHT is not telling its mortgagors is every time you're in arrears, your mortgage lengthen because Wormsville Collection have to get paid up front and it put to the life and the arrears of your mortgages. So when you check us that now, to a long-term mortgage, especially now you, and I like when PNP are giving the house and stop it at retirement, people who are 50 now are getting 40 years to pay.
What do you say? That means they them have to pay them award. But
people who are 50 years old now, that Jordan, are getting 40 years.
40-year mortgage and them that must live so long. But award, my final thing to you, because
yes, from Black Friday to them, they're going to go up on the road.
Elder Martin there too. My final thing to you, tell me now, award, can a teacher or a nurse or a doctor can afford a house at NHT for $25-30 million? A new teacher just come from teaching.
My little young study the program, Chris, tell me
can't afford it.
Howard, One little youngster company of Sean, I say, young people now can own their own house. In the 90s, young people can own house. I'm telling you, so we have 24-year-old own your house in the 90s.
Yeah, but you can't tell him say lie, Richards.
No, I tell you, they can't let us come in.
Ah, that's how we know so we are comrade. Have yourself a wonderful day. If we come back off of the road and I'm still there, then we join in. But bless upon yourself, comrade.
Big up. Elder Martin, my good uncle, what's up? Good morning, good afternoon, Elder.
How you do, nephew? How you do?
We there, up your buckle labor right and beat them.
Yeah, this morning I was listening on the outskirts, and I realized that he have no factual conversation. You know, he will just hear something and him put it on him keep on talking about that.
No,
But
yeah.
our side, we are a factual machine.
See,
We are really a factual machine.
You know, so we're not that garbage.
No.
We have a PNP meeting and teach you about local, international, internal, current, all kind of things.
Yes. And the next thing again that we have over them, we have guys and girls on our platform for every avenue.
Yes, the little youngster named Yash this morning. Me say me proud. Yash and Jordan give one name. Yash and Jordan give one name Dolan, France and Peter Hassan.
Yeah. Yeah.
The old boy, I feel proud of them.
Yes, man.
Yash a 34 and Jordan 29. Two look youngster, you know.
Yeah.
And this man in the 70s now. I tell you, them a live back at time.
Back at time. You see that is a crazy conversation. But you know what make me feel good with these little youth here is that they are not gravitating to the People's National Party because of any kickback or anything like that. They are gravitating to the People's National Party for reality.
Yes. And what they read and learn. And they read when they read and they learn and they read and when they read. And when you see, you come from a platform and two persons, a youngster and a big man attack. You tell the big man say, figure his out in mama. And
yes.
you expect young people follow your party.
No, can't. But on a different note now, comrades, this is what I would really like to see. I think our teachers and our doctors and our nurses need to treat better in certain terms so that we may be able to keep them. And one of the things that I am looking at is that
Elder, just wait a second. People may answer the person, because the person is concerned.
Very good.
Kenny say, will the teachers and teachers afford houses under the PNP next one? Yes, Kenny. You know why? Because Mark Golden promised to bring back the NHT to his former, what is mandate. The mandate of the NHT is to build affordable houses for their contributors. And affordable meaning, the NHT lending us 7.5 million. What the NHT proposed to under Mark Golden will build one room house of 7.5 million, two room house of 15 million. The NHT can do it because NHT is not for making profit.
Yes.
We are not going to stop the $30 million house.
No.
So if you want to borrow money from the NHT, you get your 7.5 million to make up and buy the 30
But
million.
you, Richards, another thing to you, Richards, we're not going to send you to Leachin to get the money. We are going to send you to the NHT office and collect the money. So you won't end up pay interest on the money for Leachin through a Leachin gate.
But the Jordan want to answer the teacher. The teachers now who are working $3 million, he or she alone can take out a loan. Get her 7.5 and go take out on one room to themselves. And if you are your wife, you take out 50 million bella 2 room. That is what the PNP proposed. Continue coming in there.
Yes. What I would really like to see, and it would make me feel proud, and it would be a beautification for Jamaica. I would like to see Teachers Village, Policeman Village, Nurse Village, and Doctor Village. You understand what I'm saying when I say that?
Yeah.
is that
expound on that.
okay? Good. I would like to see a portion of land is being designated and built up, and that is for teachers. And the next section that is built up for doctors. A section that is built under a parish or whatever for policemen and all those kind of things.
But come on, Ella. Come on,
Yeah?
remember to do the PNP time, you know, because a section of most scheme, because my scheme that I live in, I can tell you that there's a lot of house with, let me say, teachers, and most of the teachers and civil servant house in my scheme, you know. So remember that was always part of the NDT mandate. The more or less, if they build 1,000 house, they will put up 500,000 for civil servant. Yeah, man, them do that, man. Let me tell you.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying it is not being done, but what I am saying in that section, you know, so a teacher live them not in a year a day. That's a teacher's village. You know, so over there one doctor village. Do you understand? And make the mortgage as simple as ever, so that we can keep our teachers. And I would like to see some laboratories put up that strictly teaching maths, specialist subjects will be taught in that section. And we have those teachers with some kind of criteria that after we educate them in those curriculum, they don't really run out and gone. There is something in place to keep them. We need to have a stern and proper educational system put in. I want to see Jamaica become like a factory for teachers, a factory for nurses, a factory for doctors. That is what I want to see.
Can I say something?
Yes.
Hello.
Yo, Jelly, we are here. Go through.
No, I'm a young person. I make it less than under 21. You see, there is ways out there for we young people can get out to out and stuff.
That's what we're talking about, Comrade Daily. But that's what we're talking about.
Like the people them we get like minimum wage people them. There is like the people them who work here at the hotel industry. And everybody in the working industry get over the threshold.
The threshold is what, 1.7 million now.
Yes.
You know have to get that we qualify for, well, as a matter of fact, the NHT say you have to work $12,000 to get a loan from them per week, right? But then again, you working minimum wage, right? You can't pay back a loan. You can't work minimum wage and pay back a $7.5 million loan. No way possible that. And the house is not the house where you look to get the NHT bill right now value $25-30 million. So you will never get a house from the NHT in this status right now. You will not get that house from the NHT.
No, if I may assist, remember that the NHT don't necessarily give benefits for built house also. If you have a piece of family land and what have you and have access to the title, you have a title and what have you, the NHT can work with you, you know. So you don't necessarily 7.5 you can get. You can get 2 million, 3 million, 4 million.
Yeah, but
Depends on his
Ingram,
circumstances and depends on what he has.
But Ingram, the NHT is going to send you to NCB for you on NCB.
No. Listen what I'm saying. No, listen what I'm saying. The gentleman is asking about he as a minimum wage or hotel worker, and I'm saying to you that when that particular person, you go to NHT on your own merit. So when you go there with a minimum wage or hotel salary, you are going to now access the benefit that you can afford in your circumstances. But the benefits are there.
Yeah,
so
man,
maybe you as the hotel worker might have cooperate with a spouse or a family member, whatever the case might be, and get the benefit, you know, and get what benefit that you can afford, but fall within your area of affordability. That's why
about 3.5 million. About 3.5 million dollars.
Yeah, but Ingram,
that's how much return.
But Comrade Ingram, we can agree. All of us can agree that the NHT is not living up to the mandate right now.
That is why under PNP administration, it's going to return to its core function.
Yes, because NHT right now needs to be reformed. It needs a reform because I don't understand. This is an entity making $40 billion in revenue. Yet still operating costs. Yet still no, Ingram operating costs of NHT is $13 billion.
Yes.
It costs $13 billion.
And the government taking out 11 billion also.
But Ingram, how can it be possible now that your operating cost is 13 billion? Your revenue is 42 billion. Right? And it costs you 13 billion to operate the entity.
Because you don't know what the core function, because they lost the core purpose.
And this is an entity, Ingram, that is not even building 2,000 houses per year.
Thank you.
Nah, build so much houses.
2,100 houses over the last 8 years, per annum, over the last 8 years. Madness.
But can we say
madness?
But yet still Ingram, Ingram, the CEO of NHT get 26 million per year.
Yes.
What are we paying these people for?
That is why we are, when the PNP comes to mark what the proposal is that we got to reform and bring by the NHT to its mandate. The mandate of the NHT is to build affordable homes for people. Yeah. All right. So the NHT must have been its facility. Yeah, it's like a portion of the bill or the scheduling garden there's to sugar workers. Only sugar workers get there, the sugar workers at a minimum wage. The sugar chopper, I want to chop sugar cane.
Yes, the sugar
get it out. The one who used to go to the field got chop, the cutters, and them got scheduling gardens right beside Whitewater and Jacaranda, right behind there, sir. Them get some nice houses.
Yeah, but me here, Comrade Ingram, I heard this, that when the NHT came into being, it came into being as a trust, right? That's what it came into being as.
It is still supposed to be.
It's supposed to be a trust. Right? When we're talking about, but the Prime Minister say NHT is not a welfare, it is a business. But I don't know as a trust being a business. Your trust can't be a business, Ingram.
It's supposed to be a welfare.
A trust cannot be a business.
Yeah. When he said that, he can continue to do what he's doing now.
Now, you're the youngster. Where you say?
Your next question I want to ask. Whenever ban your phone the days on and tag, you see? Growing up.
Wait, how old are you?
We ban under PNP time.
How old are you?
We ban in the 90s. Come ban under PJ time. No, Manly. We ban 94. We think of PJ. PJ. Yeah. And then say PJ is one of the worst prime minister, you see? Ever here, Jamaica, you see? And in 2006, when PJ stepping down to give Portia Simpson Miller the leadership, Jamaica was debt free. We still have here Jamaica, we still have the backside we still may have where the name again, man. The oil company name again, man. The
Petrojam.
No, it's a
yeah,
Petro
still
Cherry
we
matter.
have that. All
Petro
of them
Cherry matter.
something we could have helped build the economy. You see, in 2008 under the Labour right government, you see, the Air Jamaican sell out in 2008. Then time them like a primary school. In 2006 going to 2007, Portia come in with this program named PART. Bruce Gordon said it cannot work. As him going here 2009, he legalized it and everybody run with it and say a Labour right government coming with it. Again, in 2012, before the election call, Mark Gordon coming with this thing we call $12,000 per hour for the and then we are talking about who remember when you were talking about fish back? If you can buy fish back. Be able remember saying at the time.
A fish steel are selling now, you know. The fish steel we are selling now, you know. At JD.
Remember say they will say $12,000 cannot buy not on this bro God when say $12,000.
No man, you mixed up me youngster. You mean say in the budget what day? Mark going propose $12,000 to the minimum wage.
Listen. In 2010 to 2011, going to 2012, Mark Gordon was the finance minister.
No. Mark Gordon was the finance minister.
Yeah, no man. Mark Gordon was in the time, that's why I say
that was Peter Phillips. Peter Phillips.
Peter Phillips were coming with the idea of $12,000.
Peter Phillips, Peter Phillips.
Yes, when coming with the idea with the $12,000, everybody will look out and say it can't work. The people they will want more money. Up for $12,000, they found $15,000.
No man, Roland, 1 second. Yeah, mix up it. It was $6,250. They came in and brought it up and bring it to the $15,000 that we
yes.
But at the time, the
change
$6,250 could afford more than what the $15,000 we can afford right now.
No, them time there.
Winston, me see you on a long time. Give Winston a chance to say something there. Winston.
No one know which part of PNP is the worst leader party for Jamaica right now. Tell me which part now. Because all of my ears, all of history when I sit down and listen. Build Jamaica, PNP, build Jamaica to which party there right now.
And we all are Labour supporter then run off a panel.
Can't stand me just
What's your Winston?
check in and listen to them, you know.
All right.
When me have a...
You say something? I'll go to jail. Winston, send us a listen.
Then I go stay, you don't know better. Turn that, man. You know, said it. You know, yeah, me not really have no much comment here. I just go and listening still because at first me pass through your program. But you know, so Labour them now all learn, you know, I don't, you know. Them all at the back of the class. So anytime I go teacher in a class, yeah.
Yeah, very
okay.
We got
Then Prime Minister embrace, you know, dunce, you know, put on clocks and say fully dunce.
Fully dunce. Government madness.
I big up yourself, Winston. Jelly, you don't know what I say, get a pint across.
Yeah, man, we finish what me after.
All right, Ella, may I have a question for you, ask Ella. He state where Portia left the country in and he state where the country in now. Give me the difference between the two of them.
All right. When Portia left the country, in a hockey. After we take up a battered and beat out economy from Ardlishaw, mash up. Nobody want to do any business with we. No country no recognize we. And Portia and Peter Phillips run up and down all about over the world. and go beg all congresswoman to help we, and we get the economy from pivot. And Portia and the finance minister beg these Jamaican people, say, listen to me, the country now is poised for takeoff. We just settle down and wait. So when them get the countryman and get the country, listen to me, Andrew Onis and Nigel Clark has done nothing to this country where the economy is concerned. They reap a full bearing tree with ripe fruits on it, and all they were doing is picking and hiding.
Okay.
So when they come and talk about then build economy, nothing at all. You remember, when Peter Phillips, run up and down, and Peter Phillips put a delegation in place, to watch the money, The woman in Logart, the IMF woman in Logart, say it's the first country in the world. You ever see the government put people who watch the money? And she call it the Jamaican muggle. Remember that, Logart, the IMF woman call it the Jamaican muggle. Remember, remember the country was in such a state, that even the IMF I recommend to Peter Phillips, that must make the economy crash and start it again, And Peter Phillips said, not over my dead body. They need to remember them thing there,
Yeah.
And we bring it back and give these people get everything in their hand right at them lap. You only hear the Andrew when he's talking about basic economic. What?
No. The portion don't set all of the agreement. The portion don't. All right. The highway we didn't say lead to town. I will start it. Portion seems similar.
Yeah. But look here.
What me are all 40, all 15, all 16, all 17. A portion said all of them the hotel there for open and in can read.
But the highway, the highway was a plan of the PNP from 2002. When PJ Partisan decided about highway. And I remember when PJ Partisan made his budget presentation and speak of building a highway. When she had time to speak,
The tourism master plan was developed by the People's National Party during the time of Miller. Wait now, as tourism minister, 2003, 2004. At that, after this, all the Spanish invasion come and the Jamaican room space start go leaps and bounds.
Yes, but in 2000, that is the reason why it named Highway 2000.
Yes.
In 2000, PJ Partisan come up with the plan about building highway. And when Siago get up to speak, Siago say, that is a pie in the sky. What that mean? It is unreachable. That's what it means,
Okay.
A pie is something in your man, if you do it in the sky, you catch feet it. Him say, it's a pie in the sky. That's not possible. Right? When PJ Partisan start putting in when we reach Mantico, Eddie Siago come out and say, "Cho, I know not that only 15 minutes to take off." No, they are saying, them build the most with a phone plan. A phone plan?
I never put them plan. I always PNP plan. Everything with them reap off PNP. Okay, if me listen to the history, most of the things I listen and learn and observe and read about. It's all about PNP plan, what they want to do with the country, and labor can reap off of it.
And these unscrupulous people.
That's why they
look at them wicked and tasty.
To look at the insult. Look at the insult. Look at whose name is on the highway from Angel on the South Coast.
Yes.
Look whose name is on it. You want to see anything more disgusting than that?
Man.
These people must go, man.
Yeah. But as soon as we win, you know, it is going to go back to Portia Simpson. Every day, you know.
So
And if we win it going back.
So hold on, they said man whether the code pan the area, see him name the pan.
Yes,
Andrew
Andrew put his name on the highway.
And that then do.
Andrew
No, we're
put
not
his
going to
name
put
on the highway.
we're not going to put Portia name on it. No, we're not going to put Portia name on it.
We're
No,
going to leave it. We're going to leave them, man. We're going to leave it
same way.
We're going to make them stay with their name.
So
our record is impeccable. Them our record is impeccable.
I mean,
the first female Jamaican Prime Minister.
Of course, Portia
It should be kind to her.
Okay.
It should be kind to her.
Ingram, let me ask you a question. Ingram.
But if I remember correctly,
hold on, go show that.
Was it not designated that it should be the Portia Simpson Highway? Was it not that? Answer me that. Was it not designated that it's supposed to be Portia Simpson, man?
It was the proposal, man, but
yes.
Make them go on with it, man. Make them go on, man, because we are going to build more legacy than that. PNP legacy can't stop, you know. PNP legacy cannot. Look, you know, when they don't pay Kerry no mind, she not coming up in the box. She only attack PR rubbish. But I want to go back a bit and talk about the 2007 situation. In 2007, the Jamaicans, the 2006, the prior year, our GDP, our growth was 3%. We ended 3% growth. We ended unemployment 9.9%, the lowest it has ever been in history. We ended poverty at the time was 9% as well, the lowest it has ever been. Inflation was the lowest again. We left $2.2 billion in reserve money. Right, the debt to GDP was 107%, coming from 262 under the Jamaica Wicked Party. And now, when they came into power, the then finance minister said the economic crisis would not affect Jamaica. Jamaica would be okay. When big bank in America collapsed, he said, no, Jamaica will be all right. And then the storm come and lick them. And when the storm come and lick them, them say, oh, just the Prime Minister at the time said, the storm came with Jamaica funds below its waist. Remember that statement the way the Prime Minister Bruce Bode did say, right? Following that, we had a national debt of $946 billion in 2007. By the time the Jamaica Labour Party left power, the debt was $1.64 trillion. The then Ardisha in 4 years borrowed more than $700 billion in debt to add to the country's debt stock.
I remember saying up here for your phone bill.
Right? That is what the JLP left. It left us with Jamaica shut off from the global world. Nobody wanted to do business with Jamaica. Everybody turned them back on this rock named Jamaica. It was left to a nice, sweet woman named Sister P. Mama P fly day and night.
That's the facts. These are facts.
Fly day and night.
These are facts.
Fly day and night and went and meet with great international leader, the Black Caucus. The Black Caucus in the United States Congress, Maxine Walters. Comrade Maxine Walters, Congresswoman Maxine Walters, Una Clark. Comrade leader met with these people and they went to Barack Obama and said, Barack Obama, we cannot afford for Jamaica to fail. Instruct the IMF to give Jamaica money. And that is how we got the money, because Comrade leader Simpson Miller went and spoke to these people. Comrade leader also went to China. When she went to China, she got state visit title. Xi Jinping roll out red carpet and receive her. She signed the hospital with him bill in Montego Bay. It was the comrade leader. It was the comrade leader sit side and side with Xi Jinping, which is the second most powerful man in the world. If she sit on side and side and get that hospital for the children out in Montego Bay.
And them about a labor right.
Ask Andrew Hollis if him ever sit on side of Xi Jinping yet since him ever be Prime Minister. Ask him, comrade leader, Mexico president,
send an airplane, send the government plane to come pick up the comrade leader. Ask Andrew if him ever get that treatment there. That woman we see named Portia Miller. History will treat her good.
Of course.
May I tell you, history will remember the works of that great woman, Simpson Miller. May I tell you, the Labour Party tear down that woman. When one MP said Portia Wall, the patrol name was Portia Wall. Remember those statements. This great
Yes.
that same MP was said so him get bail out in a thing, so how much millions of dollars him get bail out. But Ingram, me want to ask a final thing. I hear the Prime Minister say NHT is not a welfare, it is a business. But as far as me understand what the meaning of trust, the trust is you holding assets or money for a community on behalf of the community. So I don't know about trust being a business. I know trust is supposed to look after the people, but not a business taking advantage of the people. You know, but Ingram?
Listen, man. Listen. No one right now. The man has no credibility. So don't even listen to him. He has no credibility whatsoever. So don't even listen. Anything he said, don't listen to him. It's only a matter of time. You know? It is only a matter of time. The man
yes.
Pickable. And I'm watching him from the day when he gave these senators unsigned letters. Right?
Yes.
So this man has demonstrated who he is. You know? He has demonstrated who he is. Look at just yesterday. With the case in court with NEPA. The case in court with NEPA.
Yes. That
deal.
case is a disgraceful
the judge
case.
He's being told that the judge is being told that it's a confidential document. What utter foolishness is this? Eh?
But under the first we are seeing things.
So
remember the same NHT signed. Remember the same NHT do it already. You know, NHT signed non-disclosure agreement with a private company. You know, you think that situation.
Yes.
The person is Sheila.
After the house them bill, and then you give back the NHT money.
Yeah. Sheila take the floor after Ingram finish.
No man, go ahead.
Alright, Sheila, take on the floor. Sheila. I come like Sheila now here. Jelly, you say something about Adisha phone bill. How much that phone bill did it come to?
$5 million.
How much?
$5 million.
Okay.
$5 million.
What am I talking about so?
Sheila, you not talk. Take her down, she not. She better than could have a mistake. Take her down, man. She not talk.
Comrade Cole, Dr. Cole.
Take down Sheila, because she not here.
Dr. Cole.
Why leave them box and course and them free? And them, hey, listen me. And they labor, wait. And they labor, them are disrespect, you know. And they labor, they come up here and tell about mother, you know. No PNP now this and labor. Why they not come up in their box? No PNP now disrespect them.
Yeah, come up in their box, can represent for your party.
Can no disrespect, no PNP now disrespect, you know. People are going to talk.
Hello.
Talk on garbage.
You, Richards and Ingram, I want to answer that question for me. Have you ever seen a prime minister ever wait for a president at the kitchen door? You ever see that yet?
No. Prime Minister, not a Jamaica Prime Minister.
Me ask if you ever, PJ Patus ever wait for a leader of a country
red
at the
carpet,
kitchen door?
Jamaican Prime Minister then get. None of our Prime Minister get a red carpet. Everyone are Prime Minister, Bruce Colin included. Everybody get red carpet. Red carpet.
Who no get red carpet? Who no get red carpet?
And to own this class, Donald Trump going down my basement away from Donald Trump, man, without famous.
Jordan.
Yes.
Jordan.
Yes.
We can ask you a question.
Yes, do I?
How old are you?
Me are just 29, you know, me I tell you, me can beat any labor with me hand tied behind me back.
You're 29, though.
29, I mean, know the politics more than some of them disgraceful labor.
Let me make it get this clear. I make you get this clear. Me a labor right. So I make it have an understanding. See it? Because I not make you think. I make you know say me a labor right.
Yeah, a long time I want a labor to come represent on the platform. But
Yeah, listen to me I say?
I mean, I listen to you.
Me a 35 years old.
Yes.
See it? And when me grew up in this a country dead, me can't even put the amount, a percentage on it to when me used to grow up through, when me I grew up. And you are blame it to say your government because of it. So why it never happen before now? That more no. Why it's happening in the JLP government? Why it's not? Why it wasn't happening before?
What wasn't happening? What wasn't happening you're talking about?
We don't understand what you're talking. You're talking.
You don't understand. All right, I'm gonna give you an idea.
Yes.
Cause when you go like some blind idea that are not some real Charles people, you know. So I'm going to something, you know.
Talk. Yeah, come.
Police station, fire station.
Hold on, hold on, DJ. Hold on, the DJ.
No, yes, some of
hold on. As they go one, you stop. I will look at it. You say police station.
Yeah.
That's the first one you stop with, DJ.
I'm explaining something to you.
No. I'm saying
I'm explaining something to you.
DJ,
you said police station.
Yeah.
That you said.
You don't make me finish. You don't make me finish.
We'll start with where you
make me finish. You don't make me finish. Don't make me say enough. You don't make me finish saying what I'm saying, you know.
Finish, DJ, finish.
No police station were revealing it. The word can't come out more right now, but you know what I'm saying. No hospital, no health centers, nothing was running in Jamaica.
DJ, you believe that now 18 years with them, with DJ?
Yeah.
From 1989 to 2016, how much year that? Somebody help me there. 2016, how much that?
2016, 89?
2016, how much year that?
2006, you want to say?
No, man, from 89 to 2016, more reaching point.
How much year that? 28 years that.
All right, you want them to no station, no hospital, no fire station, no fix up now them 28 years there.
No, man, you Richard, no man. You have to ask him. You tell me from 1989 to 2006. No police station, no fire station, no health center that build now refurbished.
No, you say Andrew Wall is so that's why I want to ask him. That's why I want to go to 2016.
Oh, that's why you go to 2016.
Yeah, because they're Bruce. Yeah, someone reach to Andrew Wall. So you tell me now, 28 years. None of them go to Jamaica. So Andrew Wall first started them something there.
None of them then go on. If even that did go on, I want one more time. How much hospital, how much health center, how much police station?
Hold on, the DJ. You say how much hospital I bill?
What?
We are building any hospital right now?
Yeah, we are building a children hospital in Montego Bay. We are rebuilding the hospital.
Hold on, DJ. Hold on, DJ. You say we not build a children hospital. DJ, do you know that it's Forces in the Miller that went to China?
I don't want to hear did. I don't want to hear did. Who is doing it now?
What is the Chinese? They don't worry about it, DJ. DJ, hold on, DJ.
Me no want hear that. DJ, I work with what I see. Listen, I'm working with what I'm seeing happening.
It's white.
That's what I'm doing. I'm working. I see my government is doing the work, and that's what I'm working with. I didn't see it was happening before, and I see it.
DJs, the Chinese that are actually the contractors and the workers.
I don't think I could have gone at the contractors. I don't think it's who is the contractor.
DJ,
right,
listen, DJ, you are 25 the last 8 years. So that means no, man, I'm at 35 now. So So in my 27 last 8 years. You see that when you're 27, you did blind, you never live nowhere. You live a contribution that will light now there.
What
That
you
you
say?
not nothing you say.
Yo, I'm Spanish town me born and grow.
You know born
Spanish town me born and grow. Yeah.
I lie you tell you
Spanish town hospital
you
my
can't
mother
fool and
conceive
come
me.
Spanish town.
So what you
You can't fool and come Spanish town. After 7 you come Spanish town. Because you're idiot where you start going.
Who you call fool? Who the fool? I
You
want
know
to me can't make you know. Me tell
You
all out
not
of this.
you're an
Who they
idiot.
can't see back government? And we never see back government.
You're an idiot.
Not care the lie them and the propaganda them.
You see
What the
now,
hospital for the
you see now,
spread for the
DJ,
prime minister. Who they
DJ,
can't see back
hold on,
government?
hold on,
And
hold
the
on,
young
the
people them gonna
DJ,
eat that
hold
again.
on, the
And the old
DJ.
people them gonna dead off.
No, but
I'm tell you now,
DJ,
dead
you will
off.
pronounce
All of them
dead
was
from
the
old
PNP,
people.
them gonna dead off. This school shall
No,
unuto.
This
It's
really,
true,
this
Charlie.
really, this
It's
really,
true,
this
Charlie.
really
All right,
terrible.
DJ.
But DJ,
Take out
but DJ, no DJ, listen.
The young youth we are talking about them a PNP right now from 1980 to 30 till early 2000 talk about PNP. They fi dead off. I mean, not hold my mouth and chat. Hold my mouth and chat. They fi dead off.
DJ,
why not say that PNP?
DJ, you don't come from Spanish town. I lie you tell a bush you come from.
No the argument, you know.
You don't come from nowhere Spanish town.
I'm for the life though.
Hey, listen, man.
Now
You come
wicked.
from a South Island, Ill you come from, man.
No, man, I keep every man living in your talk. You're too good, my lad. I keep every man living in.
That's
not
slave right. You them a pronounce dead from people through politics. My God. I never see this in my life.
When you expect better.
Mr. Labor right, you know. And
yeah. All right, who you want to sensible one? Come.
I have a lot of concern. I never hear me so well because I have a problem from the other day with my phone.
Yeah, man, I hear you good.
Hear me so well.
Yeah, man. Yeah, you're good.
Yeah. And, you know, everybody have them views. I'm not really fight people's views because, you know, everybody's views, I think, based upon them experience. So, I think we should have one for one push on one views, but at the same time, they have a different views in the item with the item attack, but within even with the users try to show to say, you see, we Jamaican take things, you know, different. We don't know how government run. Regardless if it's Portia Simpson Miller at the time was in government, who went to China and made the deal. She didn't make it for Portia Simpson, she made it for Jamaica.
Yes.
So the deal signed under her agreement. I don't know, I can't specific to say when the deal was signed and before she lost the election. But if the deal was signed, say a year or 2 years before, and get that the agreement signed by her and money and everything, why she didn't push it out?
Remember
So
that,
these are the
Ron,
things that
1
we are
second.
saying
You ask a question. You
And
ask a
we
question,
can't
Ron.
deny this and
No
look
one,
and
hold on. Please write this up. Remember that agreement for the hospital. Portia has no determination on when it starts because it's the Chinese money and it's the Chinese that are doing the work. So we sign the agreement and they give us a timeline. Say we're gonna start at that X time. It's so be that the PNP lost when they were supposed to start. That is it, right? I'm not saying if listen, Ron, let me tell you this. You see, if tomorrow Andrew Wallace come out and me hear him a build a brand new hospital, I'm going to praise him for it. Because I want to move away the politics from the orange and the green. I want to see the politics, what is good for Jamaica. Right? I am a PNP.
So what you're saying to me now, what you're saying to me,
But Ron, I can ask that question, Ron. Ron, more ask that question, because that Ron, that's irrelevant. You sound like me in a CMS group. Would you say that the PNP did nothing in the 18 years, from 1890 to 2006?
As what I'm saying, no, I wouldn't
No,
say that.
this is the question I may
But
ask
what
because
I
you say,
see
you listen, man,
happening now,
listen, me general, listen, no, man. More may come to agreement because we give government credit. Only time when the panel were beat hard because they say the people don't do nothing at the 18 years. So we don't beat them back with the answer, we don't do nothing, no. So listen, me ask the question and we are going to have a decent conversation. Would you say that the PNP did nothing in the 18 years that is serving government?
as I said before, I wouldn't say that.
All right. Can you point out anything good the PNP did in the 18 years?
Under the 18 years of the PNP, they develop hospitals, upgrade hospitals.
No, excuse me. Anyway, so just repeat that. Now repeat that first. Then do what?
Well, I'm making talk.
I said the NH still be
You said
NH
upgrade
hospital. They said hospital. It's not hospital.
I said they renovate hospitals. They renovate some hospitals.
Yes, thanks. Uh-huh.
Yeah, and they build some schools also and renovate some.
Mm-hmm.
And they road program at the same time. The Highway 2000 decided on the Sierra government and over to the PNP after the last election 89. They continue with that project.
Mm-hmm.
So, but what I'm saying now, what the difference is now, with my point of view, and even the young man will leave because sometimes we need to listen to get the understanding and see if we can understand each other on a different levels. Because me understand you, I'm not going to be biased. But the point is, what the youth are trying to show to say, and with me, that is my personal opinion also within this set. This government and oldness. Not talking about Michael Manley, not talking about Siaga, because I've been through Michael Manley, I'm 52 years of age. I've been through Michael Manley, I've been through Siaga, I've been through PJ Partisan, I've been through Portia Simpson Miller, I've been through Bruce Golan, and now Andrew Wallace. From me and understand politics from 1980, I understand a little about politics from 1980. I never see so much project happening from government in Jamaica without hearing that you're borrowing money from IMF or you're borrowing money from World Bank or you're borrowing money from these institutions. I agree, inflation make things a little bit tough, but at the same time, inflation is just a thing that go by sometimes. Depends on the war and everything like that. The fact is, what this government is doing now is building Jamaica. I mean, as we can say, as I can say, this is a personal thing, because I look at policies and the policies of the Jamaica Labour Party within the art program. That
no, wait,
just a minute. Let me finish and then I list.
It would be fair if you can. If you can.
Rowan, me interject, man. Rowan, me interject. No, man, me interject on something. Rowan.
I'm hearing.
Me hear you say something, but we want to interject. All right. You whole heap of program, projects you see are going. You can name them one by one. Can you name them one by one, please?
We don't want to use the broad term whole heap of projects.
Name the project one by one.
Yeah, that's kind of cloudy. We want you specify from 2 to 3 or 4 of them.
Like how we know, say, and them, we don't. All right, and them did build. And them, you give them credit for build the Portia Simpson Miller Square. That bap. The Constant Spring upgrade, and you get them the attack, don't.
Brother, let me say this to you, brother.
Let's ask him about the attack.
You understand, people having a conversation because I joined this program to have a conversation, that
I can't go but you have put a broad base person. No, man, you have brought me understand me. That's why we are treating you. We not run. That's why I ask you have a conversation, man. Because you said projects. Some more you talk about. Because there's a lot of projects them doing and them complete.
Yeah, we don't want to generalize. We want to name specific projects was started under Andrew Wallace.
Alright. So you don't need to allow me to.
Yeah, make him bring cross in point.
Yeah.
So the point, you asked me, said, name the project them. Yes, they are repairing Cornwall Regional Hospital. They are building another government program, right? As what you said, Portia Simpson, whatever. It's the government of Jamaica, is Jamaica Labour Party, and the Prime Minister Andrew Wallace, and he's
building Jamaica, even though it was Portia Simpson plan as what you say, yeah, he could have looked at it as something that to throw aside because it's Portia and his PNP plan. No, he continue because he sees a good way of developing a country, so he's doing it. Also, he see that Jamaica is short of skills workers, and Jamaica, we did now hotel or a project building now in Jamaica. You have to get people from overseas to build it. So, in giving the youth art program free to go to school and paying them a little salary that they can survive for their food and traveling and everything, for them to go to achieve a skill. Now, if 300,000 Jamaican take up that within electrician, plumbing, mason, and all these skills, what Jamaica will be the next 15, 20 years from now.
But Rowan,
free for everyone. You need to clarify that.
No, Rowan, but Rowan, we're not war, man. Rowan,
in Manchester, in St. Thomas.
Rowan, calm the Rowan, man. Calm the Rowan, man. I could easily say the Rowan, man. Remember, you know, the art program started, you know, not even one pitney, not even one man no go through the program yet, you know. It just started.
No.
The PNP get the benefit, you know. The PNP get the benefit, you know, man. The PNP get the benefit of the worker, you know.
Pitney and family, we are going to art right now and I learn a skill.
No. But that's a long time. That's a long time. But if program, we're not Rowan, we don't want so that we are short Rowan, man. The school, man. Rowan. The program, man. We don't Rowan.
While never wicked lie, man.
Rowan, we don't Rowan. The program we are talking about just now, as since April coming to be, nobody graduate from the program there. So we still, if we're not a worker, we still have a problem with the workers. So the point to me again. We know Rowan, man. Rowan, make sure reason the Rowan, man. Rowan.
The earth was building that day.
Rowan, make a reason the Rowan, man. Because you are
saying that going last to build the nation, people.
Yeah, and the PNP will benefit from it because the PNP will farm going next year, so we're going to benefit from all them new workers there. That's what I'm saying. But if you point to me, I get no Rowan. Though you must tell it like, I remember say 80 they go in a point, you know. Still you get to me and say, and yeah, you talk about the Cornwall done bill yet. Cornwall started $2 billion about 8 years ago and it's still 26 million, you know, done it. After 8 years. You talk about the art program where the prime minister talk about now. You know go to the continue from this. Me just remind you, listen, I remind you say.
I'm talking about the town center that he's making in
that not done yet. That not done yet.
In St. Thomas right now.
Yeah, that not done yet. Good, yeah, that's a good project.
All of the things that black down here right now, the PNP make a town center in St. Thomas. So if they pipeline, I wonder why they
Rowan. You make a statement
from Manchester to a bypass.
Well, on the Rowan, you make a statement before, and we have to correct your virtue.
And you know what is it? It's not really 8 years of Android.
Rowan. We know Rowan. No, man. Okay. You know why? We are leave with them argue because when we are stuck, we are trying to listen.
You Richard, wait no man you. Well I know, me not say nothing enough, but me I say the man said clearly. Rowan, easy little bit no Rowan man.
But at the same time, you know.
Rowan, when I like on the style in the bridge, because first and foremost you come and talk about how road design and I need Siaga Highway 2000 in the bridge. Now tell them lie there. Me don't want nobody pass that lie there, brother. You understand me, I say?
And the road start 1992.
Where?
Which road start 1992?
No, man, Highway 2000 start 1998.
98.
Wrong.
1998.
So they don't know what matter.
Man, go with that line, please. Yeah.
Low man caution. Go on, caution.
No, I'm not low man caution. I just don't want him tell people say a PG, you mean a Siaga. Start no.
Siaga program just
yeah, the man.
That's a lie.
Siaga objected highway Rowan. Siaga objected highway. Siaga opposed to the highway.
Man, Bruce going.
Michael alone gotta go walk me with Michael was the only liberal go the first thing I walk.
Politics, you're talking politics.
You know the politics, man.
Oh God.
No, me I eat that.
We are trying to
let me know what is politics.
No, you don't know politics.
We just want to make the point clear. You see that children's hospital, when it start and when it stop, is the decision of the Chinese. It wasn't Porsche decision because the Chinese start the project from scratch. They did all of the testing. By the time they finished testing, Porsche lost the election. So no, now come claim the hospital there. No, not go and get me with the one there either. Me not go and make no get me with
I
the one. Man, I'm
understand
wicked.
that it's a project of Jamaica. It's for benefit Jamaica people with the PNP. So I understand that we should be happy to know that the Jamaican party
We
that
benefit Jamaica people, but how you claim it one.
Right, we cannot we are trying to reason Ruan, but Ruan does a talk and not listen to. You say Ruan that is listen.
Because Rowan just a try to get team narrative
Man,
across.
they said do something better than Andrew only.
You know what conversation.
You may Ruan talk fast, even Caution go correctly. Me can't believe things them that say I start highway to close. I go think Caution go correct. Me never hear.
hear that.
No,
politics because can't talk politics.
No, go stop.
Why you attack? Why you attack? Why you attack? No politics.
That was make up on the administration.
We attack politics. So we attack about that in politics.
You know, so when I listen, man, I preach gospel.
Yeah, because hey, General.
Ruan, the road to center, man.
Boy, me I tell you say, hey, me man love jump party. Me no go me
the road to center, man.
Me tell you hear that thing.
Borrow the money and put it. I'm carrying the next part, but doing the next arm like a highway. A man go be. But me hear money to spend a center, man.
But me hear them as a Jamaican a borrow to build nothing. But the highways being built, the China money I build the highway them.
Of course, I borrow money build the highway.
Of course. Yes, and Andrew signed the loan, but I come now use the same money what Porsche signed for the finish the highway.
Kashif, you can't listen to that foolishness.
Remember, Andrew never have a child.
You know what? Ruan really say, see I start the highway, we start 1990.
I'm not talking politics, 92. Man. And if you go deep,
we are talking one,
Andrew never have a child. No one make this out
talk politics.
Andrew never have a choice whether you to start it, because if you never start the rest of the project, but him come a pull now, the money would have gone, and that's why enough start, and that's why all of the project them start at once. Because time when I run out for you.
I'm not trying, brother. The man have to set the economy and save the money. That's why I can't spend it now.
Which money that
you can't attract investors to come and invest in your country. The economy has to be good to attract investors. That's why so much hotel bills and more things are going right now. Because the economy, that's attracting investors.
Ruan, wait now. The government of Jamaica will show up. You ever see a picture? Can you show me a picture? Andrew was assigned any contract apart from cutting, apart from digging, breaking ground.
Can't do a cut ribbon.
Only two things Andrew is to cut.
That's what we say. We're talking politics, man.
Yeah, then I want you to talk. We feel listen to your narrative, but I meant not say that.
Christian didn't read me now ask these questions because there's no question they're relevant to ask.
We now go argue upon propaganda. We are dealing with facts. Yeah. And the fact is, all of them know them are Porsche signed them.
No, politics.
That's a fact.
We can't believe that. Boy, Ruan, listen to me say again, Ruan. Why you can't eyeball and try to remember? Because Andrew was hyped that put it on his page. Go on his page. And go say if say Andrew will sign a contract. Go on him.
Me now say me can't believe Ruan say it, you know. Me can't believe Uno up here make the man say it. And
me can't believe
man has spread out too much propaganda. We have miss a few.
It sound like say where Ruan say him right.
A facts. A two Caution for real. Sorry, be glad Caution here.
That's why I didn't say anything to him.
Caution is a politics, man. So Caution does base his life upon politics. And talk and teach you for all. You know,
it's a man base life upon politics. Politics in our everyday life. This is an argument when people talk about politics. Everything what we do in our life is politics. When I get a job over one next 50, 60 smaddy of politics. You didn't know that.
But still, you know, me not gonna leave with you know. But the point is, to be honest, and the reality is third term. And me can tell you as a political prophet, it's third term. No matter what, no matter how fight or how the PNP fight, I'm a political prophet, and it's third term.
Rowan.
Rowan, you state the argument wrong. Hey, wait, low caution.
Rowan, you never seen another prophet there. You never see the third term in one orange suit behind one prison bar. You never see that part there.
That is, you see, that's your opinion, that's your wish, but you know, your wish now come to the reality.
Just like your opinion about the prophet, no prophet. Your opinion about third term no make sense.
Rowan,
Hey, I understand. You say that. I'm expecting to say better.
Oh, I prophet this. I prophet Manchester this. Are you that? The prophet of Manchester? The Obia man?
Rowan. I'm a raw power man. But watch now. Rowan, you see, you come up here so just sick a while, right? And you know, if you ask any PNP, them can outline things where any one of the party them do. You know, say come up here so, and you still can't outline nothing where Andrew Wellness do.
We ask if any these two projects and he can't get
and you know, is that you're not going to accept, and you know, you still going to push it aside and
no,
Jamaica. Well, I know. The fact of the matter is Jamaica see that this administration, Andrew Wellness, is doing a wonderful job for the young and the old. So trust me, it's a territory.
Would you take the needs? Would you take the needs?
I'm thinking about it. Because I don't jump to conclusion on things. I like to do my own research and, you know, within my own opinion.
No research. The propaganda you run with, you're not doing no research.
No, man, I wonder, you gotta take the needs.
Run a Rasta, but run a Rasta.
General. That's a question, you know.
Caution. We don't answer you already, no, brother.
You say I think about it. So all them other years they were passed.
You say I do research and think about it.
Oh, you gotta research and think about it. So you don't want me to tell about the needs?
Not really. Me just you can talk, but me not really take people talk. Me do my own research to get the fact.
Yeah. So remember, I know, Rowan, me and you reason upon a different level where we deal with sovereignty, right? And we agree about the sovereignty, don't it?
Yeah.
So do you believe or do you agree that a government supposed to have a biometric stored in a database?
You know, as I say that, you know, Caution, you remember saying
Rowan,
you ask a question and I answer, but you have to remember saying suffering, people who are suffering.
Listen, all right, yeah, I understand.
The law of this land don't have any restriction over them body, nor them all liberties.
Needs is the conversation. Would you give the government your biometrics to store in our database?
No.
So the both of us can agree, say the government a push a wrong thing on the people. Can we agree upon that?
I wouldn't say the government is pushing the wrong thing on the people. It's the works of government and government globally. So
listen, come on, man. We are trying to dally around the something bridge. You have a carpenter.
And have the within their own intelligence and want it. That's your business. So we're talking about government, you know, it's different from sovereign. And you know why you have a problem? Because you're a sovereign. So me and you know, for deal with them in our GLP, you know, because we are sovereign. Because if we start the truth, it will go against our political levels. So better we just leave it here.
All right, so just let it there. So we're going to X off the needs are fight. We're going to take off the needs are fight, right?
No, you have to come on with the
Okay, I got to take the needs are fight. Then
no,
fine.
you have a choice, you know. And I just try to tell us, if me ever reason about this as a sovereign, it's going to affect the both of us political movements.
What is that? What sovereign mean? What is that sovereign? Who or what is that sovereign?
Me and him kind of understand on that level. That is the reason why me not understand why you so dieted to politics, like dieted to one party.
You're dieted to
me not dieted.
Why you have to talk show on social media every single day?
Me not dieted. You know, say me tell.
All right. You're on live same way. Why are you
Rowan, I gotta ask you this now, because you follow my program a lot of times. Name a JLP government or prime minister when I always idolize. If you
Yes,
follow me.
school then.
Ah, Tio. All right. So me sound like somebody with diated.
Brother, let me say this to you.
Most
You're
people
No,
listen
I
to it.
said,
You're
you see it?
dilated.
You see it?
Because me give
But
me give the
you know,
Manley.
say,
Me give the
Ruan,
praise
you
to
have
PJ
never
too.
outlined
Because
it
sometimes
what
some things
Michael
that
Manley.
benefit
Nah,
Jamaica.
man, Manley do for Jamaica. You never even give them props, no time at all. Man, like you are dieted. When you have a
Brother,
PNP can
you know,
look
say
for
I
you and
talk
say, yo,
bias
my
now.
general.
Cut off with the
You see
man. I
Bruce
bias talk
Sterling,
to
I
me.
want
Cause
good
me
leader.
live on this
But
talk
the
show from
people
early
them,
on. A man asked me, say, PNP never do nothing for the 18 years. And I said, no, I wouldn't say that. I would not say that. So don't talk them really.
and you never vote for them in the 18 years.
No, because I never liked the policy of the PNP. And I
And who you
understand and
vote for in
realize
the
policy.
18 years? Who you vote for in the 18 years?
I vote for George Philip Edward Siaga until I come back and vote for Bruce Gordon and I win 2007.
So have you ever voted for the People's National Party?
Never in my whole life. And I don't think I have that intention.
So and you start vote for you at 16.
Yeah. Yes, Kasha, I'm not tell you again. The first time I voted in my life was 16. Those days was political criminalism because about 5 to 6 PMP was my age at my time, vote same way.
You know, Rowan. You want to tell me something? Your life better off now than in the 90s. Rowan, you want to say your life better off now than in the 90s? Be honest. Come here, I said yet, bro. Be honest.
Brother, let me say something to you, brother.
Yeah.
At no time of my life, no government.
No, I'm not talking government. Policies are
make my
government.
life better and our worse.
No. Rowan.
No, let's listen to me as a team, man, because me not like to talk in politics.
Rowan, man.
Never talk about politics.
Rowan.
Government no make because me no handout. Me no strong and wait for the government.
Rowan.
Or me never work with government. I'm a self-employed person.
Rowan, listen,
who
man.
work very hard.
None of that me
No
ask
matter
you.
what government in a power,
None of
I
that me
still have to
ask
survive.
you. Rowan, hear the question me ask you, man. Would you see your life better off now than in the 90s? Just be honest.
It come like say, my life always good, brother. God know. I'm not boast. My life always
your question
good.
me ask you again, Rowan.
Some people
Rowan, please, with respect. Would you say your life better off now than in the 90s?
Alright, I would say yes. Because in the 90s, me live in a rent house. I know me live in my own house. So
when
me
you buy
say
a
yes.
house?
My life
And when you
better
buy a
off now
house?
by far.
And when you buy a house? When you buy a house?
Brother, you try to get too much of my details, brother.
No,
when we buy my place,
you buy a house and that PNP government.
Understand it, brother.
You buy a house and that PNP government.
And I buy a house now, build a house, build a house underneath PNP government.
And a PNP build a house.
Me never live in a PNP government. Me never
Ron, you know, I'm not a liar, tell Ron, because you take too long. Listen to me, Ron, if you ask me, say, Ron, if you ask me, say, Mr. Richards, you like better no, and me say no, because in a PNP time, me have more things. You could have said no one time. You take 17 million times. Say,
I said I inherit a piece of land from my people them, and me build a place when 2007. Me start my place. I'm done my place 2013.
so you done in a PNP then?
Which government depend upon them?
You done in a PNP government then? Because it take a 23rd when PNP come for you done your house.
Me not respond about government and where one done under. You got to tell you when me place
All right. May I ask you still a question? Your life better no than 2013?
You see,
you can't talk again. Me understand.
I have something more more valuable that people can learn from, because me don't want nobody know my personal life. I'm not on social media talk about my personal life.
Alright, Ruan, me no come personal neither, brother. Are you feel satisfied with the level of corruption that take place in Jamaica? Well, and you, Richard, are you feel satisfied with the level of corruption that take place in Jamaica? That's today, our trust over $8 billion cannot be accounted for.
I answer that question to say from my born and understand politics. Politics is always corrupt, no matter what political party, they always hear the opposition ball against corruption. So me understand the way you say.
Are you satisfied with the level of corruption that's today, Mocha and
As
the
I said to
JDF and
you
the
before,
KCF
from me born and understand politics, from me grew up and understand politics 1980, all opposition been balling against corruption and it's always sound terrible. So therefore, whether
are you
you think,
satisfied that Archos is in the Prime Minister office?
you know, I'm satisfied now because I see less corruption happening now than before.
And we have two major corruption that break this week again. Two. You have NIPA and Archos. Over $8 billion cannot give account for in Archos within the last 4 years.
All right. What about the Integrity Commission and the Integrity Committee? Report it to them and let them investigate it, and we all know as Jamaican in the future what's happening.
Oh, so you're satisfied with the level of corruption?
Yeah, because it's less corruption now. So I'm really satisfied. I can live with this.
You're satisfied that a Prime Minister go underneath investigation for thief?
Anybody can go on an investigation to how the IC set up. Because if me feel say Mark Golan have too much things, I just try to the commissioner the investigation to investigate the asset. So I just say anybody can go on and PNP's
That's a lie. No, that's a lie. I call Integrity Commission one day. I should record the call. I ask a lady. She say yes, you can make a complaint. That's not a lie. That's why if you go on the website and read that you know anybody can send in a report to the commission of investigation for any politician or any big businessman or people involved in robbery. Anyway, all right, time out. When I call the lady, I ask her, say, if anybody can just make a complaint, she say yes. Some say, so when they make a complaint, is it that you're going to whatsoever? She said, no. She said, them have to make an investigation first, and whatever you said, if them find evidence of that what you said, then them would dig into the investigation. But it's not like you just call and say, yo, John Tam involved in a corruption. Listen to Rowan, man. The lady say if it said John Tam involved in a corruption, is either you have to present some kind of evidence to support that, or them go investigate, and when them find it, then them would deal with it. But it's not like you just talk and say something upon people and them just go publish it.
Yes. 5% come on. So I'm going to put the phone back. Come join back when the charger.
Before you jump, let me ask a question.
On the beach side, on the beach, I'm on Nigel beach side. I'm going left now in a room for charge.
Alright, before you jump, let me ask a question before you jump. I was Prime Minister, best Prime Minister ever in Jamaica.
I mean, trust me, Michael, Dr. Andrew Wellness, I've never seen one like him, not even Siaga.
All right, bless up yourself. Bless up yourself, Roy. Bless up yourself.
Yeah. Yeah, man. When me come on, girl, me see you.
Hey, Roy, hey, leave where time is. When Liberty talk, they just talk, you know, because we can't be saying man 89. I mean, I'm making
run, nigga, in the back time yard, bro. Now I'm telling you, can make run come telling about him the nigga. I in back time yard, him the about him the nigga. Around them, I say him call the back time yard, nigga. Geographically, which part you there? You understand me? I say, because me can just put up one sign on the back of my yard, nigga, and say, yo, but there on a nigga, man.
Yeah, you know, can write it, man.
But watch out now. You see this morning when time I jump off, I'm going to go boom. I'm going to go over the life, over politics, and I tell you, my general, so my time I really feel like say better allow them. The people them over there actually I tell them one another and who for come over here for come tell people if you go chuck through this and chuck through that. That are them own plan and them aim. So when time me or anybody might decide say yo you want to have a discussion, it a go always lead out to them and them over there brag and boast so them angle and bangle them and them tell them this and them tell them that and them tell who for go tell about them mother and all them kind of something there. That of them aim. I'm not a problem reason with a labor right or a JP or an independent person. But I think you can reason it respectfully, brethren. And if you can't reason it respectfully, and you feel like say a badness you push, when you link up with whosoever on have with problem on the road, and then you settle it over there, other than for come on the media with this bag of rule pan media and feel like you're bad. Because then, you know, make we go in our, even if you don't want to do it formal, we can rent the place down so, get 2 boxing gloves and go in the ring and box it out and thump out, who for teeth thump out or who for you get fat up or something. Make we do it that way, yeah. I'm tired of the internet badness with some people.
I mean, one thing you want to thump out.
Hey, Captain, Mama just read off real quick. Mama just read off real quick some accomplishments from the great 18 years with them I carry belly for, because enough of them still in the chat on the For You page I listen. So just give me 2 minutes there, Mr. Sean Storm.
Yeah, go show pastor.
Yeah, man, big respect. Yeah, what PJ accomplishments them. I'm know Comrade you Richard ever some leave out some things. Pick this up, Dr. Cole. So highway 2000 and toll road infrastructure.
True.
Regulations of telecommunication industry. That's why them have cell phone and digital.
Within Depan.
Right. Depositors insurance scheme, tourist enhancement fund, park program, National Health Fund, NHF, Jamaica Drugs for Elderly Program, JDEP, JUTC, Office of Utilities Regulation, OUR, Emancipation Park, License and of the Jamaica Used Car Import Association. That's why Boston put around the open car deal and enough car up on the road now. Rural Agriculture Development, rather. The Spectrum Management Authority, National Environmental and Planning Agency, NEPA, were in a trouble and corrupt. National Resource and Conservation Agency, NRCA, Vocational Training Development Institute, VTDI, in sport, the National Housing Development Corporation, NHDC, the Greater Portmore Housing Development, upgrade to the junior secondary schools and secondary high schools, Hope Road expansion, Washington Boulevard expansion, Cumberland High School, Ascot High School, Greater Portmore High School, Jamaica Police College, the Montego Bay Sports Complex, the Jamaica Social Investment Funds, JSIF, Halfway Tree Transport Center, Sabina Park upgrade, Trelawney Multipurpose Stadium, Falmouth Cruise Shipping Pier, road improvement and upgrade from Negril to Port Antonio. So those are just a few things during the 8 great 10 years where them carry belly for. So none of them coming on the box now. Come tell we what Andrew Wellness do to improve the life. We're ready for them. Let them come.
Five free subjects for students who are do CXC by PJ Partisan. The Wind and Wind Farm in Manchester by PJ Partisan. The Harborview Power Plant by PJ Partisan. The Mayfield Hospital, the Mandeville Hospital, the Black River Hospital, the Falmouth Hospital, the Trelawney Hospital, the Port Antonio Hospital. 64 school was built and repaired.
My God.
Look now. How much we have for?
We have too much accomplishments. And I'm have 9 weeks to the years. You, Richard, I don't want them to leave off. Come here, you, Richard. Come on, you're going to leave off, sir.
Port Authority. And then remember, say, a PG by the place of the Portland, where name Navy Island, 2002.
Yeah.
Because it's a boy where they own it, where he is an actor. We don't know how he get to own the property there, but a PG by Herald Flynn, yeah, thank you.
Yeah. And we can't go on and on and on. No, them can't tell us what this criminal prime minister do to improve the life of people.
Prison. The hotel industry. The hotel train, the record arrival of tourism,
Yeah.
the National Reserve,
Yeah.
the debt to
JDIC.
GDP.
Yeah.
JDIC. Nobody know what JDIC mean?
Jamaica,
Young people program there.
Yeah, man. When the money in the bank and it insure.
Oh yeah, the insurance, yeah. So when you hear these liars come up and attack, they are, hey, let me tell you something, Pastor Ricky.
the PGI biggest
do believe in that
criminal.
divine savior. I believe
Yeah.
that every labor right is going to go in when God gone for lunchtime.
Repeat that, doctor.
I believe that when every labor right brains are going at the head when God gone for lunchtime.
Okay. Well,
And
labor
parents
right, more
gonna
the labor right
market.
we can represent on the platform, you know. Labor right, you know, join
One of them come tell
the
you
panel.
country wicked criminal oldness accomplishing in 9 wasted years. Wasted 9 years.
I want to make a PNP then take over the panel. What do they?
Pastor Ricky.
No, I'm not we see no. In doing we see. Wrong statement. I have 28
If you
account.
have a conference Sunday, and Andrew could not name one thing where him do.
Right.
All Andrew say no. All Andrew say,
I promise.
because I was at the conference.
But I still promise them when he make up before him I come with you know.
All Andrew say about achievement. We have enough achievement to campaign pan. And it just tap gone different.
It's imaginary. It's an imaginary government to have, you know. Them want for imaginary, say, in your mind, psychologically, emotionally, mentally, say, the road them good, the hospital them good, and them deplorable. The school them good, police station a leak, police station underwater, costs are living high. People have to choose now. Them can't buy a pound of yam, them have to buy half pound of yam. Them can't buy a pound of chicken, them have to buy quarter pound of chicken. A wickedness, hey, fire burn all of them. Judgment pan all of them. Wicked
Pastor Ricky,
politicians.
Pastor Ricky, remember Julius created the first underwater police station in Westmoreland, the first of its kind.
Listen, John, Andrew Holness don't care about ghetto youth and poor people. The man have been three big prison in right now. You hear what the right Chuck said this week? Him want to bring back death penalty and him want have mass incarceration. So
Yes.
ghetto youth, them want lock up, you know, and indirectly want people take needs and give out $20,000 for sign up for money and get them biometric information. Yo, fire burn the one of them. A judgment to a
So Sean Stam.
What do?
Remember here, the election one year, the by-election, where you have a labor right man go around and buy the people and vote with some fraud money. Yesterday the woman said she got a shop now. She go buy 2 pounds of rice out of the money with some chicken back. And the shopkeeper tell her, I said the money no good. A fiat money.
Yeah.
And you have some other people who get checked. When them go to the bank, you go change the check. And more of them see how come in the place.
Jaja.
My God.
More ask them where them get that check from. They must say them get it from the minister.
That really go on?
A peer
Yeah,
criminality are going on.
Man, I don't let you know chance time. Say anyone say the man them give them some, the man them buy out the hardware, give them some drum and some board and before the election come up. You know. You see when the election call and them lose it, the Friday, Saturday morning, the man them go back around with some truck. I take up back the black tank them and the board them. God believe me.
I was
up in a tent, up a Clarendon, man. Up a ENN town, them side the ENN town, John's Hall, man.
Jaja.
Serious thing, me I tell you, joke thing, brethren. But can't understand. Me I say, even if you go buy the people and vote, buy the people, you buy people and vote, buy people and vote with good money then. Say, yeah. You treat the people in the general. And you get the people in the tank and them to suck them like and you can take it up back.